everyone, what's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in Saturday mornings, y'all know what's
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do, what's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm giving extra trophies this week, man, because ladies and gentlemen, it's a great week. I'm gonna give y'all a few more trophies, man. Oh yes. Hey man, how y'all feeling today? What is good, people, man? Your boy Persona, gaming with Persona, and one half of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast crew. And welcome to episode 141 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. I am your host this week, and we appreciate you guys stopping by, man. Big shout out to the WUPS community. Big shout out to the WUPS members. Anybody that's brand new for the first time, we appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully we, by the end of the show, we earn your like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lot this week. It's a lot of great news this week. It's a lot of great discussions. You guys are in for a really, 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 really great treat when it comes to, What's Up PlayStation Podcast and what we talk about this week in the news and whatnot, man. I'm really excited to, talk about that stuff and vibe out and whatnot, right? But before we get into anything, man, I think you see the guy down there, right? The light-skinned assassin, Mr. Wagwan himself, the brethren, the best lisp on YouTube, the the Final Fantasy VII God. My bro, J Bari in the building. Bari, what's going on with you, bro?
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of What's Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 141 to be exact. We're moving up the ranks. And yeah, man, we see the beautiful people in the chat. What is good, guys? To the PlayStation Nation, the WUPS Nation in the chat. We appreciate you guys coming through every week. If you don't mind, hit the like button, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. And all the new people, you know what I mean? We appreciate you guys coming through too, man. We see the new subscribers, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy your stay here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast and get familiar with the content, man. We have WUPS Reacts with State of Play, You know what I mean? We'll upload the individual, reactions as well. So, and we're also bringing WUPS reviews very, very soon. So, hopefully you guys can, enjoy the content and let us know your thoughts, man, and how you feel about that stuff, man. But I see the beautiful people in the chat, man. What is good, guys? Appreciate you guys up in here, man. Persona, what's good, man?
What's good? What's going on with you, bro? How you feeling down there, man?
This morning? You ready? You good?
Yeah,
you
man.
Good?
Yo, I'm hyped up, bro.
Are you calmed down now? Are you calmed down a little bit?
Hey, man, I'm still hyped up, man, because it's just a lot of news, a lot of information is happening right now with just so many different great games that I can't wait to play. I know you can't wait to play as well. So I'm really excited, bro. I'm excited. I'm happy. It's a great time to be a gamer, bro. Like, real talk, man. There's a lot of great things happening. How you feel?
Listen, all everybody in the PlayStation Nation this Friday, we all got the glow. You know what I'm saying? We are all the last dragon. We got the glow. We feeling good. We looking good. We smelling good. You know what I mean? We glowing up. You know what I mean? Listen, man, it's a beautiful time, man, to be a PlayStation gamer. It's a beautiful time to be a gamer overall. But man, what a week. What a week. Compared from last week to this week, what a week. And we're going to talk about it. And trust me, you guys want to stay tuned because you're in for a ride. It's going to be a good show. Like the New Yorkers would say, it's going to be a move.
Gonna take it for a little ride. I love that song. Yo, Bari, how you feeling this week, man? How's everything, man? Like, listen, I know I already know how you feeling this week, but for the chat, I gotta ask, how you feeling this week, bro? What's going on with you?
Yo, much better week, man. Throughout the week, feeling better, like around Monday-ish, Tuesday-ish.
I was gonna say, you sounded better,
way better,
looking better, feeling better. Yeah. That energy.
Man, listen. I'm moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And this overall great week overall, man. Work-wise. A lot of meetings, little training sessions here and there. You know how that can go, Persona, with the questions that people not paying attention.
Yes,
and
sir.
in the pamphlet,
Yes,
it's in your booklet.
Yes, sir.
You send out these emails to let people know to read and study, so you can get prepared for these things. And they don't read and study it, and they ask these questions, and they get shut down because it's at page number 4 on your pamphlet. Did you read it? Oh no, I didn't read it. Somebody.
Woosah.
Let me calm down. But nah, man. Just overall, great gaming week. Great week for PlayStation as well. Like I said, we're gonna talk about that, man. And gaming, we playing some games out here, man. Sea of Stars, that will be completed officially today or this weekend. Eternights, pretty great game. We're gonna talk about impressions on Eternights as well. I'm having a good time with that. Very funny game. And there's a lot of stuff to be excited for in the world of PlayStation, man. So we're gonna talk about it, man. But how you feeling, man? Everything good? Everything all right?
Yo, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. From the gaming side of things, man, I couldn't be happier. You feel me? I think from a gamer perspective, man, I've been playing Sea of Stars as well, Eternights, a little bit of Call of Duty sprinkled in here and there and whatnot, right? And I actually played Star Ocean Second Story R demo this week as well. Loving it.
I'm gonna start that Sunday. Matter of fact, there's 2 demos up right now. Matter of fact, there's 3 demos up right now. Ghost Runner, if you're interested in that.
Yep.
Disgaea 7.
Yep. I downloaded that. Yep. I downloaded that as well. So I'm gonna try that out probably Sunday as well. I didn't get too far in the Sea of Stars. I mean, in the Star Ocean demo, but I'm gonna definitely put some time into that either today or tomorrow. But gaming week, from a news perspective, from a gaming perspective, I couldn't be happier. Like, I really couldn't be happier right now. It's a great time for gaming. So, I'm really excited. And work-wise, man, one of my big projects that I've kind of been doing a lot of planning around for the past couple of months, we're finally at the starting line of this project now. So now we kind of are getting things underway. So I'm finally happy to have this major project finally start, because it's been really time consuming in terms of like getting the planning stage, implementation, all this other stuff. So work has definitely been pretty busy for me as well, man. But nonetheless, it's definitely been a great week for me, both work wise and gamer wise, man. So Big shout out to the folks in the chat, man. You know, let us know how y'all week was, man. Is everything good with y'all in the chat, man? You know, anybody that's watching this
in the chat, man,
watching this later as well, man. Let us know, man, how y'all feeling, how y'all doing. You feel me?
Definitely. Thank you. Listen, guys, you're in for a good show this week.
Absolutely.
Listen, hit the like button. Like I said, share the stream out because it's going to be a movie. It's going to be, as my man Peter Pan would say, bangarang.
Yo, man, but real quick, man, big shout out to the folks in the chat, man.
They too young for that reference.
They don't know about Hook. They don't know about Hook. Big shout out to Tevin for the super chat. He says, hope everyone is having a great morning. Tevin, we hope you're having a great morning as well. Appreciate you stopping by, rocking out with us, man. And a big shout out to Cyber Dragon, one of our longest subscribers and supporters of not just WUPS, but of me and Bari individually as well, man. He might be one of like the first people that ever started rocking with me and Bari on our YouTube channels way back in like 2013, 2014, man. Yo, Cyber Dragon, we always appreciate you, bro. That's a day one. And when I say a day one, a day one. You feel me? Cyber Dragon gifted 5 What's Up PlayStation memberships. Shout out to the new members of the WUPS Nation, Brian East, Team Ambush, The Unknown, Always Mad Gaming, and DG Scorpion. Appreciate y'all, man. Becoming members of the WUPS Nation.
Like one of my first subscribers that I remember, Cyber Dragon is definitely there, but my man foxing around, man. Yeah, that's why I do the intro for him. I'm chilling with Austin. You know what I mean? Because it was him and I forgot the other dude's name though. It was him and him as a collective, and we used to rock out all day. Outside of the people from like the council, I remember when I seen that subscription, I'm like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Fox as well, man. That's a great dude as well, man. Always appreciate Fox. And shout out to Cyber Dragon. And then Tongue Herpes 69. That's a wild name. Appreciate you for the super chat.
What's the name?
Tongue Herpes 69.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all,
That's a wild name, man.
Too early for that, man.
Shout out to Tongue Herpes. He said that's Spider-Man 2 who looking like goatee. Listen, we got a whole segment for Spider-Man. I promise you guys, we are going deep. Pause. With Spider-Man 2 and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Trust me. Y'all don't want to miss that. Then, shout out to Tri Celsius, 10 months as a member of the WUPS Nation. Always appreciate you, Tri Celsius, rocking out with us, man. He says, good morning, Persona and Bari. No better to start that Saturday than to listen to y'all brothers post a hype week. Looking forward to the show. Appreciate you, Tri Celsius, always, man. Big shout out to Tri, man.
It's gonna be a good one.
Absolutely. And then shout out to D, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, just showing support. Salute to the WUPS boys. D, we appreciate you, bro. Big shout out to D, man, out here, man, in the chat. And then shout out to Henry Heck in the building. Shout out to him. I don't know if Lil Mama watching Henry, but if Lil Mama's watching as well, shout out to Lil Mama. You feel me? Appreciate the gifted membership, man. And then shout out to J. Lou, who became a member off that gifted membership.
Sir.
Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all some good people out here. Great people out here.
Strap on, guys. Strap in.
I was gonna say strap on.
What?
Strap on.
I was gonna do a PlayStation and do the whole 19 inches of Venom, but I said, you know what? People might not receive that joke.
they definitely won't receive that joke the way you think.
That's why I flipped it quick to strap in.
But yeah, man, listen, guys, we appreciate our WUPS community, man, so much, man. Everybody, if you're a subscriber, a member, a first-time listener, we appreciate everybody that comes through and rocks out with us. Quick little announcement, just for those who might not was here last week or missed our post on What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
Who missed the post? Who missed the post, Persona?
I know, man. Listen. So if you missed out, me and Bari are giving away 2 copies of Spider-Man 2, right? And those are going to go, it's US only, unfortunately, or possibly, or if you have a US account, that anybody can enter, but it's US codes. So just keep that in mind. But we are doing a Spider-Man combo challenge for the 2 copies of Spider-Man 2. And so the way that it works is, the way you enter is you post your best Spider-Man or Spider-Man Miles Morales combo, and make sure you do hashtag WUPS combo when you post it to Twitter. And me and Bari, shout out to Dre. Dre did it already. Somebody else as well reached out and it was like asking, how do you do it? And I explained. So you know, if you guys want to enter to possibly win a copy of Spider-Man 2, you have 2 chances because it's 2 copies. So if you want to, man, post your best combos, man, in Spider-Man 2018, Spider-Man Remastered, or Spider-Man Miles Morales. Post that to Twitter. Make sure you do hashtag WUPS combo. And me and Bari will decide, you know, which combos we think are the best and announce the winners.
And definitely participate, man. Definitely participate. It's going to be a fun event. You never know. You could win. You know, try to make the video itself probably like, well, I'm not going to, it depends on your scenario, but try to do like about 40 to 50 to probably like a minute. So it won't be so long as we, you know, go through each video. But yeah, this is going to be a fun, you know, type of like active type giveaway. And, you know, by playing a game and showcasing that you're playing a game, you could win a copy of Spider-Man 2, and that's a digital deluxe edition. The collector's edition comes up with. And what we should do is like we should announce everything and do everything before the week of Spider-Man. So during that Friday when it comes out, and once we get the collector's edition in our hands, you know, we'll send that person the codes.
Yep, for sure. So, you know, guys, make sure
you guys can play on that Friday, you know what I mean, when it comes out. No waiting.
Yep. You'll definitely, you know, as long as the collector's edition comes in that Friday, you guys will get the code that Friday. As soon as I get it, I'll send the codes out.
Put that tweet actually in the chat, and so people can actually, comment with their stuff in there. Matter of fact, you know, if they upload them from PlayStation, they still have to use the hashtag. Yeah, right.
Bro. Combo challenge.
But just for anybody that, you know, needs to look at that tweet, there's a reference point on how to do it. If you got any questions, just hit me in Persona up, and we'll definitely guide you the right way.
Yep, for sure. So, you know, definitely, you know, like Bari said, man, definitely participate, man. You know, we definitely want folks to participate in this. It's a cool little challenge. It's gaming centric, gaming centered. It's centered around gaming. So, you know, we definitely want folks to participate in that. So, you know, definitely participate. You feel me? Yo, big shout out to Bird, man. 16 months as a member of the channel. Shout out to my bro Bird. He says, y'all doing an unboxing for the 19 inches of goodness? Pause. For the Rebirth CE and Spider-Man CE.
Yeah, I'll unbox that.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing unboxings for sure.
I'm terrible at unboxings, but I'll definitely unbox that.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at them too, but I'll definitely do an unboxing for it. For sure.
I'll be getting excited, bro. So I'll be like, and then when I try to be careful, it rips, and I'm like, oh,
yo, that's
every time
I try to be careful, definitely want the box to rip, man. Like, yeah, for sure. And a shout out to Julian Johnson, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, good morning, y'all. Very happy to be here to rock with y'all this morning. Absolutely, Julian. We appreciate you, bro.
Shout out to Julian, he's traveling too, man. So big shout out to you pulling up, man.
Yeah, big shout out to Julian out here, man. Rocking out with us, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. All right, man. Y'all know how we do things here, man. We got to start off with the games released for the week. And I think it's been a pretty interesting week. Let's see what Bari bought this week. Right?
I bought some games.
So for this week, guys, the games that have released for this week, we've got Eternights for the PS5, PS4. Great game. Myth Force for the PS5, PS4. Nor Play With Your Food for the PS5, PS4. The Isle Tide Hotel for PS5, PS4. Tao How New World for the PS5, PS4. Gravity Oddity for the PS4.
Out here. Yeah, you pronounced that right.
Yes, sir. Mystic Gate for the PS5, PS4. Super Bomberman R2 for the PS5, PS4.
Yo, listen, man. Bomberman's classic, man. Don't sleep on that.
Yo, facts. Ad Infinitum for the PS5, PS4. At Zolotol.
XOLO.
Zolotol for the PS5, PS4. Behind the Frame, the finest scenery VR.
What do you think that game is about? What do you think that game is
about? Zolotol?
Yeah. That's a quick guess.
That sound like some twin shooter. Sound like a twin shooter.
I was gonna say like shooter because you saying AK. I was like AK. You know what I mean? I was saying the word.
AK. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can see like some twin stick shooter vibes from the game. Behind.
Go and look it up. Let me see.
Behind the Frame, the finest scenery, VR for the PSVR 2. Heavy Duty Challenge for the PS5. Inspector Gadget Mad Time Party for the PS5, PS4. Some Eterna for the PS5, PS4, and last but not least, NASCAR Arcade Rush for the PS5, PS4. Yo, you know what's crazy?
Yo,
NASCAR.
It's like an Enter the Dungeon type game, like the View, but it might be twin stick. You know, or like a Hotline Miami kind of thing.
Really? All right, so there we go.
It look actually kind of cool, yo. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hey, we got it. Yo, real talk. NASCAR Bari is popular as hell, bro. Yo, they've been putting out NASCAR games for decades, bro. And I always used to wonder, like, yo, who's buying these games, bro? NASCAR is really popular, bro. NASCAR. I've played a NASCAR game like back on like PS2 days, but I never like stuck with like the series or nothing like that. But yo, that NASCAR is very, very popular. Very popular.
I've never played one.
But ladies and gentlemen, those are your games for the week. Now we are in the spotlight portion of the show. And if you're new here, the spotlight is where me and Bari will give you a game or games if we decide to break the rules that we think y'all should check out, right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game from your childhood. It could be a game that hasn't even released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is for me and Bari to spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. Now, last week, Bari ain't break the rules, ladies and gentlemen. Bari's feeling better.
I forgot.
You only did one game. I forgot what game it was. I think it was Eternights or something like that. Bari's feeling better. So, Bari, you feeling good? Looking good? I'm sure you smelling good. You understand? What is your spotlight game for the week? And are you gonna break the rules? Uh-oh, he's giving me the look. I think we got a list, guys. Oh, he about to pull out his book?
I'm absolutely going to break the rules this week, man.
Okay.
Because just seeing the glorious Game of the Generation trailer, at State of Play yesterday, I want to encourage the PlayStation Nation, gamers in general, to play the greatest game of all time. To play the game of the generation. The best game on PlayStation 5 currently right now. Final Fantasy VII. The original game. These are for the new people as well, man. You know what I mean? We was having a discussion yesterday in the space, and I really want people to get into Final Fantasy vibe, the lore, you know what I mean? And so you can really, really get excited for Rebirth, you know what I mean? So when we have these deeper conversations and these spaces or whatnot, the reference points that we're talking about, whatnot. So I highly encourage and recommend, go to the PlayStation Store if you haven't got it yet. Purchase Final Fantasy VII, the OG game. Play that to the heart's content. Right now you can pre-order Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. If you haven't got Remake yet, you get that completely free with a twin pack. We're not going to talk about Rebirth yet, so I'm going to highlight Rebirth, but not going to talk about it because we're going to get deep into that. But Final Fantasy VII Remake, probably my favorite current RPG of ever. The gameplay, phenomenal. Story, I love what they did. Some changes, but it's leading up to what they're talking about or what they're doing in this next iteration with Rebirth. And yeah, I love that game to death, man. And I want people to play. I want people to enjoy it, especially a game like that I feel like it's going to be a great talking point within gaming conversations in the future. Definitely get your experience in and play that game to start to finish. So Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Remake, first two games I'm highlighting. Go play it. You're in for a great ride, and you understand and see what we're talking about, or what I'm talking about when I say is the greatest game of all time for me personally. Third game, I stayed up. Persona, Granblue Fantasy Relink, man.
Fire.
It's looking amazing. It's looking better. This is probably the best build that I've seen. In the previous
they showed new gameplay.
They actually showed like a mission, like a boss fight that they fight one of the primal beasts.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that.
And it's looking the actual people that's playing it, they're just talking about the game and whatnot. But you can see some of the newer stuff that they did to streamline, just doing your special abilities, cooldown and certain things, the speed of the game. This looks amazing, man. And yeah, the more I'm seeing it, it's just like, yo, I just can't wait to play some Granblue Fantasy Relink, man. Just sit down, relax.
Yo, we dungeon crawling on that heavy when that.
Oh, yo, listen, bro. Absolutely, you already know the vibes.
Oh yeah,
you already know the vibes, man.
Man. I can't wait.
But even before we get to the dungeon crawling and whatnot, you're gonna have a great story to play. This is an original story from them too. It's not gonna be like it the lore wise is there from Granblue, the mobile game, but they're doing their own original story here with Relink. So very, very happy for that. And they did announce like all the confirmed playable characters so far, which we're going to talk about that later, but you're going to see the list, man. And some of these characters, as we talk about it later, I'll give it a little, quick little detail of the characters. But yeah, man, I think there's going to be a character for everybody play style. And I really want to see people, go out and purchase that game and enjoy it, because I think it's going to be a really, really good one. Deep RPG mechanics on top of great gameplay. You know what I mean? And Persona.
Yo,
I told you what I was going to do, man.
Yo, go ahead.
Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. You know the vibe.
Sir,
listen, get into these fighting games, man. Listen.
Yes, sir.
Rollback netcode. Oh, you want a great lobby for a fighting game where you can host tournaments really, really easily? Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, man. Also, they added a nice little like casual mode, where it's like kind of like what's that game? Not Fallout. Is it Fallout, guys? Yeah, Fallout. Guys, no, I forgot the name of the game. The PlayStation game that they have all the mini games or whatnot. They kind of have like a mode like that you can play within the lobbies and just have fun. They were showcasing that earlier in the stream today, and it does look fun, man. You know what I mean? You have a full-fledged RPG campaign as well in Granblue Fantasy Versus. So if you want to get more hype and get into more of the lore and the characters for Relink, that's a perfect game to get into, because they have all of the bios, all the descriptions of the characters. You see all the move sets and all that stuff within there. And the story is actually pretty good. And it's co-op as well, multiplayer with the story. So you can dungeon crawl and go through each of these islands for the campaign in the game. They did cut out some of the grindy stuff where you had to like grind out like shards to level up your character. You still can level up your character and customize your character, but they took out, there was like some grindy stuff where there was like, you had the episodes and the missions, but there was like some other sub missions where you play and repeat to gain these shards so you can get these rolls or whatnot for your character. They took that part out of the campaign, so it's going to be much more streamlined for people. And so yeah, Granblue Fantasy versus Rising is going to be an amazing game, and I just want to see people play that, man. Chuck, we in there. Chuck is playing Mortal Kombat 1 story. Chuck, we in there. We playing Granblue story as well, man. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
we're gonna get it, Chuck. Let's go. You know what I mean? Listen, this is the last one, Persona. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done after this, man.
Go ahead, man. Listen, you got to make up for last week, so I get it.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, we gonna be Spider-Man, baby. Yo, listen, man. Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Oh, listen, guys, we web swinging. We web winging. We web crawling. We doing everything Spider-Man doing. And it's gonna be a grandiose time, man. Listen, just seeing the gameplay once again, re-watching the first gameplay, seeing all the news that is coming out that we're going to talk about later. Are you going to get Spider-Man 2? I hope so, because listen, get ready. The news is going to be plentiful in a matter of minutes. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, the next game I'm highlighting, man. The biggest game to come out, I think this year or the holiday season, in my personal opinion. And I can't wait for it, man. But yeah, that's my spotlight games for the week. Hopefully you guys, tune in and check them things out, man, because they're great games, in my personal opinion. So, yeah.
Those are some really good spotlights, my boy. Definitely some really good games coming out, man, on the horizon. For me, guys, my spotlight games for the week, absolutely, I'm breaking the rules.
Are you going to be a rebel today?
Absolutely, I am a rebel. right?
Are you gonna break the rib?
Absolutely. So the first game that I'm gonna spotlight is Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise
Absolutely.
is one of my favorite RPGs of this generation. It's an incredible story, incredible combat, beautiful world. It's on PS5. This is a game you should play. The reason why I'm saying that, see, this is a two-parter. So part 1 is Tales of Arise. Excuse me. Part 2, Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. I'm not going to mention a lot. We're going to talk about it in the news. But I do think if you are looking at Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn and you have not played Tales of Arise, you are doing yourself a major disservice. Listen, if you haven't played Tales of Arise in general, you're doing yourself a disservice. Buy this game, play this game. It is a very, very, very good game with a great story. Like, honestly, it's a great story. You're going to love it. Tales of Arise.
100%.
And Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. Second, Infinity Strash, Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai. September 28th. Listen, guys, this game is
Avon Strash.
This game is like one of the games that's like at the top of my list, and I'm really paying a lot of attention to. I cannot wait for this game. The combat for this game, the graphics, the action, like everything about this game just looks really, really great. Can't wait to dive into this game. I'm gonna start watching the anime too, so I can kind of be all caught up and knowledgeable about Dai and the team. You feel me? But this game, first time I saw the gameplay for this game, I fell in love. I was like, yeah, this is the day one, right? Number 3, Star Ocean Second Story R. The demo's out. I love, it's so beautiful, Bari. It's so beautiful.
I ain't talking about language.
It's so beautiful, so beautiful. I started my playthrough with Luana. She's really, really dope. I like her as a character, right? It's so beautiful. The game is beautiful, guys. Check this out. It's a free demo. Go play the demo if you're interested, or if you're kind of one foot in, one foot out, don't really know what's, if that's something that you would want to play or whatever the case may be. Try out the demo. I'm loving it so far. I think it's really great. I'm gonna spend a lot more time with it. Like I said, this weekend. But Star Ocean Second Story R demo's out now. Definitely check that out. The next one, guys, it's a 3-parter. Spider-Man Remastered, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Spider-Man 2. You thought I was going to do a spotlight and not mention? Listen, if you haven't played Spider-Man, the Insomniac's Spider-Man games, first off, why? Right? Second of all, definitely want to be ready for Spider-Man 2. So if you haven't played those games, definitely play those games. Even if you want to just get a refresher, definitely go check those games out. I'm going to be doing a refresher of Spider-Man Remastered. So yeah, those are my spotlights. And the last one for me, outside of Spider-Man 2. Oh, when Spider-Man 2 comes out October 20th, 2023, don't miss it. And my last spotlight is actually going to be Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. This game looks fantastic. It looks so awesome. I love the Avatar movies, right? I'm really into that world. So I can't wait to dive into this game. And what I saw during the state of play, we're going to talk about it later in the show, but it's looking really nice on PS5 based off what I'm seeing. So I can't wait for that game as well. That's coming out in December, but we're going to talk about it.
I'm going to be a Navi.
A Navi. All right, guys. So those are our spotlights for the week, man. Let us know in the chat and in the comments, man. What are y'all spotlights for the week? Let us know. We're very curious to see what you want the community to pay attention to.
Twitter. My spotlight. Because all the news is coming that we gonna be talking. Listen, man.
Absolutely.
Twitter should be a spotlight this week because the Twitter gaming news, whoo,
crazy,
amazing,
crazy this week. All right, guys. Now we're gonna get into some Eternights impressions. Bari, you've been playing Eternights, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling about the game? And for those who don't know what Eternights is a Persona-inspired action RPG made by Studio Sai, right? It came out on Tuesday, So, kind of dived into it a little bit throughout the week. I didn't put as much time into it as I wanted to, but I think I put about like three hours or so into the game. I know Bari's probably farther than me and put more time, so I'm gonna let him start us off. But Bari, man, how are you feeling about Eternights? Was it worth the wait? Give us your impressions so far. How you feeling about the game?
Yeah, like I'm not too far away from you. You know what I mean? I put about 6 hours into the game so far. And I'm really enjoying it, man. The combat, is action-based combat, which is pretty cool so far. You're going to get other level ups and other abilities as you get more characters within your parties. But your parties, they work a little different, similar to like how Persona works, where you build up, your confidence and you build up your relationships with these party members. So they do have about, I think it's like 5, I want to say, party members. So far, I have 4 of them because there's one more that was like grayed out or like silhouetted out. But so far, I like it, man. The gameplay is pretty sound. You know what I mean? This is done by one person, to be honest with you. Like, and to have the game performing so well, flowing so well, the gameplay is good. I mean, it's going to get it started out pretty basic as far as the combat, but once you start unlocking, these abilities for the main protagonist, you'll see like some of the stuff will start becoming really, really good. You know what I mean? You get like a parry. When you start leveling up, certain characters, then you get like a blade beam. Then you get like a circle AoE attack that have a whole bunch of swords on you. Yeah. And the game, it's funny, yo. It is very, very funny. It's definitely like the mind of like I think everybody in the game is like 18 and up. So, what I mean? Anybody questions like, oh, these are young people or whatnot. They're 18 and up, right? In the game. Because it's very, very sexual, I mean? Like very, very sexual. The main character. So there's the main character, whatever you want to name him, and then there's Shani or Chani. Yo, they're the typical 2 dudes that's very, very horny or whatnot. And they see females, they see women, and it's like, they gotta, talk about it. It's like, oh my god, look, did you see that? You know what I mean? So it's very, very funny game. Even the female like companions, they're very, very funny as well. One of the first ones you meet is Yuna. Like, she's a pop star, and she even have like a dark side to her. Like, she comes off as like this whimsical, glamorous type person, but her little backstory is very, very funny. Like, it's a little dark or whatnot. So I was like laughing right there. The facial expressions in the game, hilarious. You know what I mean? There's moments where people are the shock. It's just like, oh my goodness, this is like this game needs to be like an anime. You know what I mean? Put this on the anime as well, and I guarantee you, yo, it's gonna pop off, yo. But yeah, I'm liking it a lot, man. There's one thing. There's some of the mini games as far as like the training sessions and whatnot. There's one where you got to do like some breathing exercise. Like, I'm lost in how to do that. I'm like, damn, I keep failing this this training session. So I'm like, I definitely got to work on like pay attention to see how I got to do those things. But you can spend your time similar to like how Persona, you got the day events and then you got your night events with these companions of yours. And depending on how you spend your time, that's how you level up the relationship. And you also level up your personal social stats as far as like courage, expression, acceptance. It's probably more that I'm just forgetting. And each time you level that up, you get like, I think you're getting more prompts to better relationship with your companions in the game. So yeah, I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. I don't think the game is super, super long as well. But so far it's very engaging. I'll say that, very, very engaging game. So I say give it a go. You know what I mean? If you're looking for like an action RPG Persona type game, this is definitely down your alley to play, man. So I like it a lot. I like Eternights a lot.
Yeah. From what I played of it, like they start you off and kind of just plop you in, and like, the quirkiness and the sexualness of the game is kind of like just front and center the moment you boot the game up, right? I could definitely see the Persona inspiration of the game. I do like the combat. One thing about the combat that kind of took some time to get used to, though, is that it's the timing of the parry window or whatever. It was really weird when you're mid combo. You kind of have to like space out. You can't mash like you know, like you can't mash the square button when you're in mid combo, because if somebody is charging up to do an attack and you can parry that attack, the parry doesn't come out right away where you can kind of like cancel out your attack that you're doing to do the parry. It's really weird. So you kind of have to commit to the attack.
Parry's weird.
Yeah, so that took some time to get used to when I was fighting some of the enemies. And I was getting washed up a little bit. 'Cause I'm like, damn, man, like it's you really
enemies are armored up. They armored up.
Yeah, they are. But once I got used to the parry timing, to slow down, going into that slow down motion and doing damage, it's so fun, man. Like I love that about the game, that they just put you into this like time stop mode and you just go wailing on the enemies and stuff like that when you time the parry right. It's really, really fun and really rewarding. So I really do like that they do reward you when you do perfect the combat, especially the parry. The other thing I like about the world or about the characters, you know, Chani and your character are like best friends and whatnot. And then when you meet Yuna, she's like this mega pop star. Like, it's just that dynamic flowed so well of them kind of communicating together and whatnot. I really like it so far. And like, again, like the first like 30 minutes of the game just went from like, it went from like a regular game of like, you know, kind of jokes and stuff to horror, where like the way old girl Alina, which the way she passed,
she got
when I saw that, I was like, yo, what? That had me hooked. Where I was like, oh yeah, this is one of them games. Then when old boy got his arm sliced, I'm like, yo, this all right. You definitely doing it right. So it's like a mix between like that and like some Shin Megami Tensei type shit, bro. It's wild, bro. Like it's really good.
Yeah,
but
the game is hilarious because it starts off as like you
lighthearted,
like a profile for a dating app. You know what I mean? And then I was being like crazy with my answers, because when you signed a match, it was like, now send me pics, and it was like, oh no, and it's like, oh, but you passed. I was like, oh damn. I was like, who? But you end up knowing who.
Yeah, realizing what's going on. Yeah. So yeah, man, this is definitely one of those things where I'm enjoying the game a lot, man. I think it's a really cool game, especially for this to be made by like one guy, or like a really small team. I think they did a really good job so far, man. I like it. I think it's cool.
When you get a little bit further and you get like the other companions, because it's gonna ramp up as far as getting other companions.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna automatically know who's already my favorite right from the rip. You're already gonna know, but I'm gonna let you get there. When you get there,
yeah. So yeah, those are our impressions. You feel me?
He said, "Read the super chat." Yeah, we gonna get to the super chat.
I got you guys. So yeah, real quick, shout out to Wolfgang. Appreciate you becoming a member of the WUPS Nation. Big shout out to Wolfgang, man. And a shout out to Jason Xbot for the $5. What's R? I don't know what R is. That rupees? 5 rupees?
I'm gonna assume rupee, yeah.
Something like that. Shout out to Jason. He says, Fleece Voice, Hi Persona and Bari Poppy. I saw you at Wingstop last week, and I ain't come here looking for no. Nah, I ain't saying that, bro. I came here looking for. Nah, I'm not saying that. I don't know what you on, my man, but nah, I'm not reading all of that, boy. All right, then shout out to Philip Sin 22 for becoming a member on the channel. Appreciate you, bro. And then shout out to Jason again for the super chat. He says, Fleece Voice, I'm gonna keep sending super chats, Bari, and I'll tell you what, just like I told Sick. I like you, and I want. Now we gonna do this the easy way. We gonna do this the hard way. The choice is yours. Hey yo, that's yo Bari, who that? What? Yo, what is going on? What is going on?
Jason Xbox is a dude on 6 channel that be super chatting, saying like Fleece Johnson voice. Fleece Johnson, some dude that's locked up.
I know that. I know who that is, but what?
So that's how he's making them super chats in Fleece Johnson voice. But I don't get it, man. But hey, he killed, man. Yo, you know what's funny? Because everybody was telling me, yo, Bari, read the super chat. In my mind, I was like, I know Persona gonna read it, and I know he's not gonna read it. And yo, the other day he wrote sick a super chat, right? Saying that he saw me at Popeyes. Yo, I got a little shook. I ain't even gonna hold you, man, because I was like, yo, I was at Popeyes the other day. Like I was like, what the out of all the restaurants you picked, the fast food restaurant you picked that one. I was like, yo, hold up, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know the Boondocks reference. I know who Felice Johnson is. I know that. I was just like, okay. Like, yo, this is yo, y'all wild today, man. Y'all are wild today. And yo, shout out to DC for the super chat. He said he heard what Bari said about the guy from Baby Steps. Man.
The dude from Baby said he got a dunk. He got that, yo. They did that on purpose, man.
No, y'all wild, boy. Y'all are wild today. All right, man. Yo, listen.
I want to see a WUPS stream of Baby Steps. Let us know, man. If this video gets over 250 likes by the end of by the next show, we'll matter of fact, let's up it. 300 likes. 300 likes. If this stream gets 300 likes, we'll do a WUPS stream of Baby Steps when it comes out in 2024, obviously, but we'll do a stream.
Yo, man, but if
you'll be there too. Yeah, I mean, Baby Steps, man, Baby Steps.
Yo, but listen, guys, if you made it this
300,
far,
we upping it 300.
If you guys made it this far in the show, man, give y'all some trophies real quick. Man. You know, our intros, we know our intros are pretty long, so we gotta give y'all some trophies for making it through. All right, so
yo, Jack gonna kick in shit, man, with these long ass intros, man.
Hey, man, say, man, look,
shout out to my man Jack.
Shout out to Jack. You feel me? All right, man. So look, man, let's get into the news, guys. I know that's why a lot of y'all here like, yo, Bari, Persona, we want to see the news. We want to hear y'all thoughts. I got y'all, man. So we're going to start off with the PlayStation Plus September catalog, which has been officially confirmed from PlayStation. You feel me? So the games that you can expect for, and so for the extra and premium members, this is what you can expect to get, right? Nier Replicant for the PS4, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, the Star Ocean, the Divine Force, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2, Odin Sphere Leafy Shire, Unpacking, Planet Coaster Console Edition, This War Is of Mine Final Cut, Cloud
Little
Pump,
War of Mine,
Contra Rogue Corps, Tales Noir, Call of the Sea, West of Dead, Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness, Paw Patrol the movie Adventure City Calls, and then for the classics, you get Star Ocean First Departure R, Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Star Ocean The Last Hope 4K remaster, and Dragon Crown Pro. Bari, I am not going to lie to you. This is a stacked list of great games. Talk to me. How you feeling about this month when it comes to the catalog?
Yeah, when I saw this, the catalog list, definitely got. I was like, okay, these are some of my favorite games, PS4 games to come out. I love Nier Replicant. That was a great game. Star Oceans, The Divine Force, that is a sleeper that people are sleeping on. And I really, truly, I wish people would just buy that game because you want to show the support there. That is a PS5 game through and through. It is a great game. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Love the hell out of that game, man. You're looking for a great story. You're going to get that there. A lot of twists and turns, surprises here and there. Everything comes together. It's kind of like if you ever seen a movie Crash you know, how it's telling everybody different story, and everybody's story just comes together and crash together. That's pretty much what 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim does. And it also has a cool like strategy combat as well. I personally like it. You know, each character has different like abilities and whatnot with their Aegis with their Sentinels, I mean. And yeah, great game. You know what I mean? It's a great game to just sit down, relax, and just enjoy a great story. And you know, if you want to get into in depth with the combat, you know what I mean, you get that platinum trophy for that as well. Odin Sphere.
Incredible.
Odin Sphere is one of my favorite games of all time. Came out on PS2. I love the hell out of the game. When they did this this whole remaster or remake thing here, they already know. You know, if you was here in the council days and all that stuff, you should already know I was all over the place on this game. You know what I mean? Nooks and cranny. When this game came out, I already knew what to do. You know what I mean? When I saw the trophies and saw the trophies popping, I was very, very excited, very, very happy. I love the hell out of this game. All the characters are dope, unique characters, the art style, beautiful gameplay, beautiful art style, man. Vanillaware, man. I love the hell out of Vanillaware. So that's a classic theme here that you're gonna see with this catalog. The Star Oceans game, I like Star Oceans. I'm a big fan of this franchise. Like I said, it could be hit or miss with some of the games. Like the fifth one, Star Ocean 5. That was actually like one of my first reviews, like official reviews we did when we had like a website up on there. But the game is cool, gameplay wise, story wise, it didn't really hit home for me. But you know, maybe you guys will enjoy it or whatnot. But great looking game. It was a cool game at the time. All the other stuff, the little extra details, all that stuff is cool. I do have a criticism though when it comes to the premium classic games. I do appreciate them adding the Star Oceans game. Every single game on here I already have. Just let you know, you know what I mean? Like really and truly, I don't think me and Persona we benefit from PlayStation Plus these games because we buy these games when they come out because we're interested in them. But I do like the theme that they have here, that Star Oceans. If you want to get caught up with all of that, you have all these games at your disposal so you can get ready for the second story. But I do think they need to
especially with Star Ocean First Departure, or you know, if you want to play that before second story, you know, you can, you know, especially since that game comes out in November. So yeah, go ahead, my fault.
I do think though they need to get better with the classic games. That's always going to be a criticism as far as like I don't know the process. I don't understand the process. Like I said, we're looking at it from a consumer standpoint. You know what I mean? People that are, you know, subscribed to the service, a service that they just increased the price for, $40 for premium members. You got to get better. If you're going to have classic games there, yes, I understand that these games are remakes of PSP games that can't, but these are the PS4 versions of those games, which is nothing to complain about. I'm not saying that don't do these, the remasters or the remakes that came out of PS4, but we're still looking for the PS1 classics, the PS2 classics, more PSP classics, some of those especially PS3 the ones that are that you own. Yeah, you know, that you own. We see a lot of Siphon Filter, we see a lot of Twisted Metal, which is great, but there's other franchises there that kind of questioning why is that not up there yet. But overall, for me, even with that criticism, I'm still giving this an A+ for the catalog games for September because my personal bias and likes for these games.
Yeah.
And it got one of my favorite games, top 10 all time is in here.
Yeah. No. Like your real talk, like this is a really stacked list. This is a great list of games here. Especially, you know, from a RPG perspective, you know, like you got the Niers, you got the 13 Sentinels, Star Ocean Divine Force, great game, great combat. Odin Sphere, I actually streamed this entire game in the platinum run of this game. Like this game, I love this game so much. Cornelius is my favorite in this game. That's Cornelius, by the way, but he got turned into a spell turns him into something else. But anyway, if there's nothing else, play Odin Sphere, please. This is such a good game. Odin Sphere is great. you know, I agree with the cloud, with the premium. The integrity and faithfulness, man, I wasn't really rocking this, man. I wasn't really rocking with it too much, man. I'm playing it, I'm like, it just didn't gel with me too much. I definitely think this is one of the weaker Star Ocean games, in my opinion. But I think of the classics. I agree with Bari from the perspective of, like, you know, PS1, PS2, PSP, PS3 games. There's so many games in those libraries, and obviously the process and licensing and all those other things and the red tape that they probably have to go through to get games that aren't necessarily owned by PlayStation into something like this. I know that might be a hassle, right? So, you know, some of this is coming from my own ignorance of not necessarily seeing that process for myself. I know it's there, but, you know, as a consumer, you still want to see that stuff show up more often. And I feel like when it comes to the classics, I do think PlayStation needs to do better with that. Although it is a loophole, because, you know, PS4 games aren't classic games, but these are classic games that were remade or retouched up for the PS4. So, you know, there's that little loophole. But I still think this list here of games is a very, very solid list. Like, if you haven't played any of these Star Oceans or Dragon's Crown is also another Vanillaware game, and that's a great game as well. If you haven't played these games, I do think that this is a solid list of games that you will enjoy. So for me, I'm gonna give this an A-. The reason I won't give it an A+ is only because of, you know, I still think they need to do better with the Plus catalog, but I think this is still a strong enough list to carry the month. It's a very, very strong list. So A- for me. And yeah, there's that. That's your September PlayStation Plus catalog games for extra and premium, guys. So shout out to y'all. Yo, shout out to Jason. Yo, Jason, bro. Yo, we get it, man. we get it, bro. We get it, man. He says, lock. And the Fleece Johnson boy says, lock them doors, Bari Poppy. Them pit bulls ain't gonna save you. I'm a warrior, Bari and Persona. All right, bro. We get it. We get it. We get it, bro. We get it. All right, guys, let's move on.
I mean, someone getting upset with your ass.
All right, man, let's move on. All right, Bari, here we go. Right? I know everybody's dying. We're gonna talk about the Spider-Man stuff and everything else, I promise. Let's start with. Oh no, actually no. I'm sorry. I'm skipping ahead. Sorry about that. My fault. We're talking about the PlayStation update, real quick.
That came this week.
Yeah, that rolled out this week. Yo, it's a lot of stuff that PlayStation has a lot of movement this week with a lot of stuff. So the PlayStation update officially rolled out this week. I just want to go through real quick what you can expect in this update for your PS5. So new accessibility features. So now you'll be able to use a second DualSense controller for assistance. So you can turn on a second DualSense and have it also be usable while you're playing a game or doing whatever you're doing. New audio options as well. So now there's 3D audio powered by the Tempest 3D audio tech. So now you'll be able to be enjoyed on compatible Dolby Atmos enabled HDMI devices. So that's pretty dope. New ways to connect with other friends, other players, and customize your multiplayer sessions, and support for larger capacity. So now M2 drives, before the largest it could go was 4 terabytes of internal expanded storage. Now you have 8 terabytes, which is a lot. Now also PlayStation Remote Play also allows you to stream games from your PS4 or PS5 or PS4 consoles to another device, including smartphones and tablets, PCs and Macs. And also the PS Remote Play app will be available on devices running Android TVs OS 12 whatever, so OS 12 or better. What else real quick?
Android users catching up finally.
Wow. And then voice command has been improved as well. So when you say, hey, PlayStation help, it'll now activate a help. It actually will bring you to the help content so you can browse through that and get some support. And then if you do, hey, PlayStation, what's new? It'll take you to the what's new tab and show you a bunch of different things that's new. The other thing as well with the PlayStation app is now you can see screen share previews through the app now. And also, you can see screen share previews through the app, and
on a console as well too.
On a console as well with that. And then there was one more thing that they had as well. You can now join friends game sessions easily. and now you can invite players to a private or open party, but they won't stay a member of that party. So you know how normally when you invite somebody to a party, like the whole thing stays there and all that. Yeah. So now you can just invite somebody and them not be a permanent member of that message or party. So I think that's really cool. They improved now on you can now reply to messages with emojis, which I think is pretty cool as well. And now one of the things too, this is a big thing. Now you can actually search through your game library of games you own to find a game. That is a major feature. I've got like 1,000+ games. That's major. Shout out to PlayStation for that.
Yeah, that's like one of the best things right there that they added, because they did upgrade searching through your library by adding genres and the platforms and all that stuff, but that search bar was missing, and they finally added it there, which is a welcome change. I think everybody wanted that. Yep,
100%. And then game help improvements as well. So they improved how well the game progress activities and cards work, and where they're at.
Dope, actually.
Yeah, the positioning of them as well. Yeah, this is really dope.
So now PlayStation has like a tutorial to how to use the console, and they have video clips with it as well. It's no longer just text. They have video clips that you get a preview of everything that you're doing. You can read it and you see the preview, similar to like how you look at a fighting game and you say, "Oh, this move Hadouken," and you see the do the move, but you see also the little clip of the move is the animation of the move. They have like that now with the game tips and all that stuff.
And then one of the most important features, Bari, I think probably the most important features for some people, especially probably married couples, mute the PlayStation beep button. So you know when you turn on the PlayStation and go beep, now you could lower that sound or have it not make a sound at all. So, you know, I know a lot of married couples are very, very happy about that. Fellas, now you'll be able to sneak and play a little extra, another hour a game without getting in trouble with the missus. PlayStation got you. Bari, how you feeling about this update overall, man?
Overall, I like it. I do have one major con with it though. They changed the messaging app where there's no longer app. So everything is just like an overlay preview that you go into. You can still function, you can do all the functions, the messages and all that stuff. But before you can fully open the app, where a lot of times I send myself messages on PlayStation because I create a lot of videos through Share Factory, where I send myself that like a screenshot, or I'll send myself a picture on the PlayStation app. So I have that screenshot there and can message it and can screenshot it for the full picture. So they upgraded the messaging, but they kind of downgraded as well, because you can't save the image that you send or somebody that sends you. So if they need to add that option where you can actually save the image, so if you want to edit stuff for Share Factory, include screenshots or pictures or whatnot outside of the PlayStation itself, you can do that. That's just my little critique, but overall, everything is a welcome change, in my opinion.
Yeah, this was definitely a very quality of life focused update. And I think it was a great update. I think they hit a lot of great points on a lot of it. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the update. I'm probably not going to buy a 8 terabyte external, but I'm definitely thinking about buying a 4 terabyte. If there's one suggestion, like, you know, and I'm sure PlayStation's watching. Shout out to PlayStation. One suggestion I do have for like a future update: allow us to transfer media, our captures, like video captures, photo captures, and stuff like that. Let us use the internal extended M2 storage as well when our storage is full. That's actually on the PlayStation. So like automatically, like if it's full, it then starts saving stuff onto the M2 drive that you put into your PlayStation. Because like, you know, I take a lot of screenshots, I take a lot of videos and stuff like that, and like, you know, especially like Sea of Stars and a couple other games, it keeps saying it's full, and I have to keep clearing things out or deleting things and stuff like that. So if I was able to
delete your videos, man.
Nah, I'm not doing that. So I do need to transfer everything to my external though, but it would be cool to be able to transfer that stuff to the M2 store. Watch your mouth. Look at him. Look how you looking. You understand? Nah, but I do think that would be a welcome change in like a future update to be able to do that. You know, we got all that storage, and only for it to be for games and whatnot, it'd be cool to be able to transfer some of the media to that as well. Really and truly.
Yo, imagine having 8 terabytes in your PlayStation.
Crazy.
Like, you're going to have the entire library.
Yo, facts, bro. Yo, big
even 2 terabytes. Yo, my 2 terabytes, like, I got like about 200 gigs left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm thinking about updating to a 4 terabyte for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And the 4 terabytes are going down, Bari. A 4 terabyte is like 300.
I'm waiting for Black Friday.
300.
And you know, BG gonna be in the chat. Delete your games.
Delete your games. Nah, I don't want to delete my games. What if one day I'm scrolling and say, hey, you know what? Let me go back to this because I want to re-experience something. I gotta wait for it to download. No, it's already there.
Yeah.
Unacceptable. Shout out to BG though. Yo, shout out to Upchuck, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, shout out to my bros. Shout out to Upchuck and Dreology, man. With a Plus on Block podcast every Sunday at 11:30 Eastern. Make sure you guys check those boys out, man. Shout out to the Plus on Block boys out here.
Delete your game. Delete your game.
And then shout out to BG, man. Broken's Games HDR in the building, man. Shout out for the super chat. He says, weekly reminder: Brooklyn is greater than the Bronx. Y'all my bros. Y'all my guys though. Also, Forspoken sucks, Bari. Ooh, I agree with Bari on the Brooklyn greater than the Bronx thing, though. Even though I'm Queens, you know, Queens is greater than all that. If we really being truthful about it, BG. But you know, Queens and Brooklyn are connected, so you know I'm gonna rock with you, and you know we got to take down the Bronx. So yeah, it's definitely better than the Bronx.
I'm gonna give you out a W when it comes to Spider-Man and the no Bronx, right? Because I listen, I know Insomniac, they're gonna put that in the DLC or whatnot. But when it comes your Persona, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me on this when it comes to Forspoken. Everything that Forspoken is, and you played it, you platinum it, you put a whole bunch of hours in it. Isn't that a game that BG would love?
Absolutely.
The type of games that he played. Oh,
Absolutely.
I want gameplay. I want the games to be fluid, fast, but this is definitely like a game that BG would love to play, but he don't want to play it for some strange reason. He got a PC.
He denying himself the greatness.
He's denying himself, man. I don't know what it is because he don't want to prove himself wrong. He don't want to go out on Twitter, go on Weapon Wheel podcast every Sunday, 5:45 p.m. Eastern time, and say, "Yo, guys, I played Forspoken, and Bari Persona Day was right, man. It's a great game." He don't want to do it. I don't know why he don't want to do it. Man.
He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Yo, shout out to BG though, man. Make sure you guys check out Weapon Wheel podcast every Sunday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern with BG and the crew, man. Big shout out to BG. Appreciate you, bro. And then shout out to the Macho channel in the building. He says, ready for 19 inches of Sephiroth. Let's go! Absolutely. That Sephiroth statue, fire. You feel the feel?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes,
I'm in
sir.
There.
Check out, shout out to Macho channel, man. Make sure you guys check out Dual Shock and Sense podcast every Saturday, 10 o'clock. Right, buddy? 10 o'clock.
That's my guy.
Yeah, shout out to
Macho. I ain't hear from Macho in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's good with you, Macho.
Yeah, shout out to Macho, man. Good out here. All right, guys. It's time to get into state of play. You understand? State of play. And Bari, this is how we're gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're gonna do it. Listen, Final Fantasy and Spider-Man, we're gonna keep that to the side. Those are gonna be their own segments. But we are gonna go through some of the games and just like give our thoughts on what we saw and whatnot. You feel me? Right? And then at the end, give our score. So Bari, first game. Baby steps. Damn, this shit got I gotta put in a birthday for this? Really?
That's a dope game, man. You heard what he said. Grapple that fucker. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna grapple the fucker. I'm gonna, grapple the fucker. Just cursing excessively.
Yo, facts. All right, so baby steps. Boy, this is day one for you, my boy? Hey man, you talk about the yams and everything. What's going on?
Yo, really, truly, like when this is the first game that it showed, you could definitely see our facial expressions. We was like, oh,
yo, please don't let this be a repeat of the showcase.
I will say this though, right? Initially, I was worried. I was just like, oh my god, man. But with everything that they announced later, I'm kind of warming up to baby steps because it looked like it's going to be a fun streaming type game where I'll stream this for like a good 2-3 hours, have a little fun time, or make it like a little series with on WUPS or whatnot, and get my enjoyment from there. You know what I mean? But because like I said, from the stream, like this remind me of something like Octodad. You know what I mean?
I did get Octodad vibes. Yeah.
He was walking weird, and he's walking weird hair and all that stuff, but I'm not saying like I'm excited.
I thought this was like VR for a second, because the way he was walking, I thought you were using the VR sticks to make him move. That's why I was like, yo, why is he walking like that? Like, is that but no, it's not, obviously it's not a VR game, but
this game is actually, you know, the description of the game, the genre is actually a walking simulator. So, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, the people on Twitter, they're going to have fun, saying, oh, actual walking simulator on PlayStation. But it looked like it's going to be a fun, stream type game. I'll give it a go. I'm surprised that they showed a game so far out, summer 2024.
Yeah.
But, I'm not like super excited, but yeah, I'll definitely stream this.
Yeah, it's unique, right? But I'm not gonna lie. Listen, like I'm all for devs with the uniqueness and quirkiness. But I won't lie to you. When this was the first thing they showed at the state of play, it was some doubt in my breath. It was some doubt in my head, boy. Your PlayStation, don't do this to me, yo.
No, like yo, I'm happy that it was the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I'm
like
happy.
I said, like, when you see everything that came after the show, you kind of warm up to like whatever announcements like this. Like,
but
okay.
quirky games like this, they definitely have their place in gaming, and I do think this definitely looks like an interesting game. I definitely would give this a try, just because it's so quirky that I'm like, yo, like I'll give it a try off just the strength of like it just looks so different. So yeah, Baby Steps was the first game, man. You feel me?
Everybody wanted some Stella Yams. They get Stella Yams right there. You got it.
Yes, sir. Then Ghostbusters, Bari, how you feeling?
I love Ghostbusters. Man. I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters. I think this is like a perfect game in VR. It looks pretty cool. It's co-op in there as well. You know what I mean? Capture some ghosts, man, in VR, man. I'm with it.
Yeah. I thought this game looked really, really cool. Definitely something I would play in VR. I love Ghostbusters as well. So like this is definitely up my alley when it comes to a VR experience that I wouldn't mind playing and paying for and picking up. So this is on my list for sure. I'm definitely gonna pick this up, and it looks good too. Like it definitely has like nice colors and stuff like that. It's very colorful and on point. It looks great, man. Like yo, that PSVR 2 is definitely magic when it comes to the
Borderlands in VR, but Ghostbusters.
Yep. Then we got so this is a double announcement here with RE4. So RE4 VR, which is slated to come out winter 2024. Winter. They didn't say like a year, but winter.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
And then the Ada Wong Separate Ways DLC, which is coming out September 21st. So next week we're getting that big DLC with Ada Wong to see her perspectives of everything that's happened within RE4 from her perspective. So how you feeling about this, Bari?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with the whole, winter 2024 for RE4 VR, because they kind of announced this game a lot now. You know what I mean? This is like probably like the third time they showed this game off, and we still haven't got a release date for it. And winter 2024, you looking around either December, January, February time, and hey, you come out around there, it's done so. You know what I mean? I like RE4. You know what I mean? I enjoy the remake a lot. I put over 100 some hours in this game, just doing it over and over and over and over again, unlocking the bunny ears and all this stuff that you got to do, play this hard mode. And, it was crazy getting this S rank in this mode. But it was a really, really fun game. So as much as like before I didn't even play RE4 like that, the remake definitely got me like being a fan of the game. And yeah, I mean, I will play something like this in VR, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I know the nooks and crannies now of the game. And yeah, I think it will be a good time in VR, but no release date. Very, very disappointed. But the Ada Wong, we got a release date on that. I know there was a DLC coming for 4 or something like that, but I didn't know it was going to be this soon. That looks like it's coming out this month, right?
Yes, next week. Comes out next week.
Yeah, so that was surprising that we got a release date for this, and it looks good. You know what I mean? I'm very curious to see Ada's perspective with RE4 story. And I'm pretty excited for that. I'll definitely play this. You know what I mean, hopefully it's not too long, but I'll play this.
Yeah, for me,
and it's only $10 too. It's only $10.
Yeah, for me, there's definitely this is definitely like a really dope thing when it comes to the Ada Wong DLC and whatnot. You know, I haven't played RE4 yet in terms of the remake, and you know, that's something that's on my list of games to play. But I do think like the VR and stuff like that, and the Ada Wong DLC and everything, it looks really good. It looks really good. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and really excited for that. I thought that was a good showing. Then Bari, man, we gotta talk about this Avatar, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This game,
beautiful game,
looks incredible. Coming out December 7th, 2023. How you feeling about this, man? They showed us a little bit more, and obviously, you know, what they were showing us, obviously this is, you know, you had a PlayStation show event, so obviously this would be running on a PlayStation 5. So how you feeling about this, seeing this game?
Yeah, they're seeing more of the game. It looks better and better each time I've seen it. I was going to get this game regardless because it's Avatar. I'm a big Avatar fan. You know what I mean? Just playing in this world. It looks like it's very Far Cry-ish, but with the Pandora theme. Pandora is a beautiful planet. The locations, you know, everything around it, the scenery just looks amazing and beautiful. And it looks like Ubisoft definitely did a great job like depicting what Pandora is like in a video game. And I can't wait to go explore and see what you know, what awaits me in this game, man. So yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I'm definitely gonna play it. I was questioning if I was gonna get like the ultimate version because that joint was like $130. You know what I mean? But this kind of got me to do that, man. I think I'm going to get that ultimate edition. So I have all the DLC and packs and everything that comes with it.
Yo, I think this game is going to do some numbers too, man. Like, yo, just everything I'm seeing about this game, the flight, the world, the colors, the combat looks really good as well. Yeah, I really think this game is going to be like really on point when it comes to it's going to sell really well, man. Like for me, this is day one. I'm definitely getting that ultimate edition. This trailer, because I remember they showed this game at you know, Summer Game Fest events and all that stuff, and you know, we had got to look at the game, a better look at the game and whatnot. But like seeing it here again, like it just reconfirmed like my excitement for this game, and I think this is really gonna be a really fun game, a really fun experience. Personally, you know, I don't mind it being in first person. I would have liked it to be third person though. Like personally speaking, I would have thought this would have been a great third person game per se. But the fact that they're going first person isn't necessarily a deal breaker for me. But I would, if I was at the helm, I definitely would have made this third person. But I like it. You know, I like it. You know, the combat looks like it's good. Or at least have the option, yeah, to switch between first and third person at least. But you know, that's not a deal breaker, like I said. So this looks great. This looks phenomenal, man. Shout out to Ubisoft and shout out to, you know, Avatar, right? Ghost Runner. Talk to me, Bari. How you feeling about?
I need that beat. That's what I want. I want that beat in that game. That game, the beat was crazy. That sounded like a intro for me. But I never played a Ghost Runner.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not interested in playing it, but it looks cool. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It looks like it's going to be a fun game. I hear good things about it, but my interest hasn't peaked. They do have a demo for it, but you know, I'll be playing other demos or other games right now. But yeah, you know, whoever's interested in it, it looks cool. But yeah, I'm good for right now.
Yeah, I've never really. It comes out October 26th. I've never really been a big fan of like Ghost Runner. I'm just not, you know, it's just not really something I really have the appeal to play right now. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just not something I really desire to play right now.
Oh, you're being toxic, man.
Well, I think it looks great. I think this game looks phenomenal. Actually, like it looks great, fast paced. It looks like it's a fun game. I'm not saying that it's not. I just think for me, I just don't. I personally don't have the desire to play something like this right now. I'm saying that could change later, but I do think this looks like a great game. And I do feel like, shout out to the folks in the chat. I mean, shout out to the folks who will pick this up. I hope you guys get a lot of enjoyment and whatnot out this game. You feel me?
Big hardcore gamer said he downloaded it. It's fun. You enjoy it. But
yeah, I'm glad people are enjoying that. Big shout out to Chips and Sticks, man. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, facts persona, Queen's better than all of them. Big up to NYC's second least liked cousin, the BX. Y'all started hip hop, so we keep y'all around. Oh man. Shout out to my boys Chips and Sticks, though. You feel me? Queen, stand up.
Yo, Chips don't mean that. He don't mean that.
Absolutely means that. Shout out to my boy Chips.
Yo, Chips want to get a good sandwich. Where he going? He going to the Bronx.
No,
man.
he gonna go to that bodega. No, he wouldn't. He going to a bodega right there in Queens, my boy. Making some of the best sandwiches. You are crazy.
Insomniac, if you guys do listen to this later on, man, let's put a little portion of the Bronx in the DLC.
Nah, it's no need. It's no need. But yo, let's get into something that really was a big surprise, Bari, which was the brand new announcement of the volcanic red, is it sapphire blue? Oh, okay, so volcanic red.
They call it a Deep Earth collection.
Cobalt blue and sterling silver colorways coming to the DualSense controllers and plates. I just want to get like some information out the way, then I'll show the trailer. So the cobalt blue and the volcanic red, those will go up for pre-order October 3rd, and they will be available. They will officially release on November 3rd. No, so the pre-orders go up for October 4th, and they'll release November 3rd. That's for the cobalt blue and the volcanic red. The sterling silver will go up for pre-orders on when is it?
I think the silver come out of 2024.
Yeah, the silver is coming out January 26, 2024. And it goes up for pre-order. I think it goes up for pre-order at the same time. Yeah.
Yo, PlayStation loves that date, man. That January 26, 28 time period, they love releasing stuff on that date, man.
Yep. How you feeling about these colors, man? I think they look beautiful.
I think all three looks good. You know what I mean? This kind of got me well, no, I'm still mad about the whole Spider-Man plates, but this one I'm like, oh, I like that blue, I like that silver plates. You know what I mean? Doing like a little mix and match with that. You know what I mean? Blue's my favorite color, so I definitely like the blue the most out of all of them. And it's about time you get like a blue like that, but that silver is very reminiscent of that old school PlayStation PS3 first look of the boomerang type silver. The red looks good too, man. So, most likely I'll probably get all three of these controllers. But the plates, I'll definitely get the silver and the blue and the silver for sure.
Yeah.
If they don't run out of pre-orders or whatnot. Goddamn stuff.
Yeah, for me, man, you already know my favorite color is red. So once I saw that red, I was like, yeah, this is day one. So for me, man, the red and the silver. So I'm gonna pick up all three color controller colorways, but for plates, it's gonna be the volcanic reds and the sterling silvers for sure.
Yeah, like that's a good point, DC. Like, I'm surprised that the edge haven't got like a different color yet. You know what I mean? Not too much different with the shell of the edge. So I'm just like, dang, you could have, you know what I mean? Listen, PlayStation needs to
like they need to put, I'm surprised they don't have an all black DualSense edge. That's what I want. Like an all black DualSense edge for sure.
PlayStation needs to add a customization area or something like that, or like a design type of thing where you can put like, etch your name or etch different designs or whatnot within the controllers that you buy there. You know what I mean? I'm surprised that they haven't done that yet, because people are buying up these controllers. Like, listen, I'm gonna buy these controllers. I'm not probably gonna use it. It's probably gonna be like a decoration kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because the edge is so good. Well, I'm surprised that they didn't have colors yet for the edge, especially when we see these MPDs and we see these numbers about the best accessories being sold is the edge. Yo, you missing out on a gold mine if you don't have a black, like a cobalt blue or red or silver. You're missing out on that.
Yeah, they definitely missing out. But these are some cool colors, man. So shout out to PlayStation with that, man. And I thought that was a cool announcement, as well. Having some new colors.
Surprise announcement, definitely.
Yeah, that was definitely a surprise announcement. Bari, Helldivers 2. Damn, I gotta put my date again.
I say you're a young buck, man.
So we got some new gameplay of Helldivers 2, Bari, and
man, 1900.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. We got a date, which is February 8th, 2024. So this was originally supposed to be coming out in 2023, but it's coming out now in 2024. And a couple of the things that you get, because you can't pre-order the game yet. They said that the pre-orders for this go up October 22nd. I'm not sure why they would wait a week for this game to be up ready for pre-order. I'm not sure what that means. And they said stay tuned for more news leading up to the pre-order. So there might be like a collector's edition or some other surprise news that they might give us when it comes to this game. But Bari, seeing the game and seeing how it looks, I think it looks a lot better than even what we saw before. But how are you feeling, man, seeing this game and whatnot and seeing some new gameplay of this?
Oh yeah, this is a big come up from the first game. I like the actual new view that they have, the third person view. Like the animations that we get to see, like you firing the gun and you see the actual body reacting and the clothes reacting to the vibration of the impact of the gun. Really, really good. Teamwork is going to be a huge part of this game. They showcased that well, in my opinion. I know a lot of people aren't fans of like the whole squad-based communication in these trailers because they think it's fake or whatnot. I didn't think this was one with fake, but it does highlight the fact that teamwork is very you gotta have teamwork here. You gotta be very precise in how you shoot and how you lay out your grenades and whatnot, because you can kill your own teammates, what they showed here. You have your other teammate helping you reload the rocket launcher. So I felt like it was an effective way of showing what you're getting into when you play this game. And yeah, I think it was a dope showing, in my opinion. The release date to me is scary though, because it's coming out in a time where two like next year, two of my most anticipated games is in the same month, and you're in that month as well. That is spooky for me personally. I know a lot of people is like, yeah, they think that we're delaying it to 2024 was good, but I don't know. The month that's coming out 2024 is bad. I think they should have left it in 2023 or in 2023.
2023 is worse though, man. Like it's worse in my opinion, because like, you got, Spider-Man and Call of Duty and all these big games coming out. I feel like, there was no place for it between now and the end of this year.
I think 2023 is better. You could have released this game end of November or December as well. Yes, there's other games. There's always going to be other games coming, but I'm just talking from a personal standpoint where me looking at that, yeah, Spider-Man, I'm going to be always playing, but I could sneak in some play sessions here of this game in 2023. February 2024, I'll be honest, I not getting no play sessions because I'm going to be playing Granblue, and then right after that Granblue, I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy. So for me personally, I feel like 2023 is way better. Mm-hmm. But they should release a beta for the game, because you always want to test that stuff, make sure the servers is right, make sure the lobby's right, make sure matchmaking is working, all that stuff. So maybe that's why they say we'll more news to come or whatnot. Maybe there's going to be a beta for the game. But yeah, I think it sucks because Helldivers is a very, very fun game. I did enjoy the first one. I had a lot of fun playing with other people with the first game, but the release date to me doesn't gel well with me personally. Mm-hmm. That's all. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, between Granblue Fantasy Relink and Final Fantasy is definitely, I think, rough for me personally. But I feel like where else was I going to put it? I don't think there was anywhere else this year it could have went where it wasn't stepping on the toes of some of its other games that they probably have partnered with or their own exclusives and whatnot, first party titles. So I think they just didn't want this to release so closely to Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 2, because Spider-Man 2 is really going to dominate the holiday. Like, let's be honest, like, if this was releasing right after Spider-Man 2, yeah, I think people would have still picked the game up, but I don't think it would have gotten as much, or potentially wouldn't get as much shine as it should, because Spider-Man 2 is really about to dominate the holiday. Like, it's going to dominate October. It's going to dominate the holiday time, and with the bundles and all this other stuff. And I think they reassessed and said, yeah, we can't release this another first party title that close. So I get them moving it to February, but I'm looking at February and I'm like, sheesh. I don't know, man. February, because literally like 4 days before this is Granblue Fantasy Relink. I'm not gonna have no time to play this. It's Relink. And by the time I'm done with Relink, Platinum in and all that, I'm gonna be going straight into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Sheesh. I don't know. Maybe they could have put it in March. Who knows? I don't know. But I think pushing it out of 2023 was the smart move here for me personally. I think that. But some of the other details that we got too, Bari, is the Star Super Citizen edition of the game, right? So what you can expect in this edition, which is pretty much the digital deluxe version of the game, is you get the DP53 Savior of the free armor set, the Will of the People cape, the MP98 Knight weapon. You get the Super Citizen status. You get Stratagem Hero ship game, but this is a mini game that you can play in your ship when you're waiting for sessions. Then obviously everybody's going to get the Steel Veteran War Bond in-game unlocks, which include the AR-23E Liberator explosive, the SA-32 Dynamo armor set, the Super Person emote, and more. And then pre-order and you get 3 armor sets as well, which is the TR-7 Ambassador of the brand, the TR-9 Cavalier of Democracy, and the TR-62 Knight armor sets as well. So you get a lot here when you pre-order the game.
Yeah, that armor looked dope as hell.
It looks great.
But this is the thing that confused me here, because in the blog it's saying that pre-order now, available, February, whenever. But you can't pre-order now. You know what I mean? They're telling you, oh, you got to pre-order on the 22nd. So that was like a little confusion right there. Maybe a little mishap. But I don't know if they spoke about a physical version of this game.
I'm sure there's gonna be a physical version of the game, though.
Nah, cause they only announced the digital. But
I'm sure
we'll
this will
see
be a physical version of the game. I'm pretty positive about that.
Like that, like I said, man, I'm not dissing Helldiver. I think it's going to be a dope game. It's definitely going to be that multiplayer, fun but strategic game that people are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a personal thing for me. Like, it's coming out of the bat. So I'm definitely going to, cop it. You know what I mean? I know I'm upset about PlayStation, and they're not really addressing the fans as far as like first party games. PlayStation Plus required, but on the PC side, there's no requirement. I still think there's something that I got to address and talk about. But yeah, that doesn't feel good in my opinion, because you're the platform holder and you're charging. You're not, whatever they charge for Helldivers, $50, $60, $80, $70. You're paying more on top of that as well, just to play the game on console, but on PC you just got to buy the game.
Yeah,
that is something that a lot of these platforms, they're trying to avoid that conversation to talk to, because these multiplayer services and these services is big money get for them. But personally, I feel like they need to be very transparent and communicate with the fan base about stuff like that, because it's not going to pan over well when more and more people start learning about it. And it's just like, why would they pay for something, especially with the price increase? You know what I mean? Especially with PC gaming growing, why would they buy the game, a multiplayer game on your platform, when they can just buy it on another platform, probably get the game cheaper, and don't have to play online?
Yep. It's good points. PlayStation got to address that.
Yeah, they trying to hide from it. PlayStation, I'm looking at you. I'm watching you. I know you see my video. Yeah, I know you've seen the videos. Okay, because I tagged you in them.
You can't hide from that, man. You just can't. Moving on, man. Let's talk about some Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. So this was another surprise. Like, I wasn't even expecting this, man. And this is releasing November 9th. This is going to be the expansion of the Tales of Arise game. It's going to be the continuation of the story. It's a couple of years after the events of Tales of Arise. And so this story takes place, again, a couple of years after. And the main focus of the game is going to be this girl, or this character, I should say, named Nazamel, who is both a Donan and a Renan, who has both Donan and Renan blood. And she is the daughter of a former lord who stood in the way of Alfin when he was going through what he was going through in the main story. So is this a good character or an evil character?
We got a tease of who that lord is. One of the hardest damn boss fights of the goddamn game.
Yo, look, man. But Bari, man, Beyond the Dawn DLC, November 9th, man. How you feeling about this DLC? Are you excited? Oh, another thing, a couple of things that they talked about as well. This is going to be pretty lengthy too, Bari, because during playtests, they said it was about like 20 hours that the director spent in the game. Yeah. So this is going to be a very beefy expansion. And I can kind of tell who he is too. I can kind of tell who the Lord is too, just off of how Nazamel looks. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of Balron. Yeah, I'm like, all right. But
the water guy.
Go ahead. How you feeling about this?
I remember this got leaked earlier this year, or it could be last year, where we thought the DLC was coming because it got leaked. A lot of Bandai Namco stuff got leaked as far as like what's to come in the roadmap, and now all that stuff that got leaked is officially getting announced. But yeah, this was a shocker that it was here to show, because Tales of Arise, when it first got announced, was announced for a different platforms showcase. But yeah, this is easily one of my favorite games this generation to come out. I love the hell out of the Tales series. Tales of Arise, they definitely upped the ante, especially when it comes to the combat, the character development, the lore is amazing. It's pretty hefty game as well. There's a lot of fan fare and all that stuff in there. Nostalgic stuff with boss fights that you get to do, like side or end game content in the game, and just seeing the fact that they're adding more to the game and diving in on other characters that was pretty prevalent in the game, and now this character got like a daughter or whatnot. I'm curious, because now I'm curious to see like who's actually the mother. You know what I mean? Because we know that he was Danon, but what's the Renan side? You know what I mean? So very, very curious to see what's going on. I'm here day one, instantly stopping a lot of stuff that's coming out. Whatever's coming out, God I know is there. But November, I'm locking in for this DLC or expansion. I'm happy that they announced the time period as well, like 20 hours of gameplay here, which is pretty hefty content. Tales are going to always have their skits. They're going to always have their little, cool and quirky, dramatic scenes or whatnot. But yeah, hopefully, Nazamel, she's a dope character. Maybe possibly playable. Playable as Volron. We don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see what we see. What
they definitely teased Volron here too in this trailer. Now that you mentioned him, and I'm like really paying attention. They definitely teased Volron like really quickly. So I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be. And it seems like Nazamel is like they're all cool. It seems like they're going on an adventure to do whatever they do, and then something happens towards the end, and she has Alfin's mask where he can't feel pain. And I'm like, yo, hold up, what's going on here? And Alfin's trying to like, no, don't do that. So yeah, this looks great, man. Like I love Tales of Arise so much. This is such a great game, guys. I'm telling you, please pick this game up and play it. You will not be disappointed. It's a fast-paced, fun combat, great story, beautiful world. Yeah, this is the game, man. This joint is fire. So yeah, Tales of Arise, DLC Beyond the Dawn, fire. Can't wait for that. And then what's the other one? We're gonna get through these last two, then we're gonna get to the big stuff. Bari, pause. Honkai Star Rail from the MiHoYo verse. How you feeling about this, Bari? It's turn-based.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. I was like, oh, it's a turn-based one of these. I think it's a free-to-play like gacha type game.
Yeah, it's one of those gacha.
But it's turn-based. I was surprised that it is. It looks cool. I like the art style. I like what's going on here. Definitely looks like something that, you know, I'll give it a go, but I don't know if I would give it a go because there's so much to play, man. You know what I mean? And you know, when Genshin Impact came out, you know, we was on that joint, but you know, we definitely fell off from that. And then they got the other game, then they got this, and then there's the Mugen. There's a whole bunch of these games coming out, man. But I do like the battle system. Look pretty cool. The art style looks dope as well, man. It looked like it's something down my alley. I don't know if I'm gonna play it though.
I ain't gonna lie to you. October 11th, this is dropping. Jeez, man. Yo, Honkai Star Rail. It looks incredible. Like, it looks great. Like, you know, it's turn-based. It looks fun. It looks beautiful. It is a gacha though, so you know, expect to spend some money in this game. But like, yo, man, this Tower Fantasy, Genshin Impact, and the Project Mugen, I ain't got time, bro. I really ain't got, like, these are games that you like, especially if you're not trying to spend some money. You going to spend. Be prepared to spend hours and hours in these games, man. And they're designed for that, where you spend, you know, have fun doing different missions and all this other stuff. But
they're fun though.
They're fun. They're not bad games. They're very fun games. It's just time, you know, especially with everything else coming out, man. You can't play everything. You just can't.
Sometimes you wish you could be like a kid again, where you got no responsibilities, you got all the time in the world, other than just doing your homework. And just, you know, play whatever. Because I can see my like nieces and nephews, they play Genshin Impact a lot. I can see them playing this as well. October 11th. I might foot dip in it. You know, I mean, this is giving impressions or whatnot. We'll see. Okay, it looks cool, man. It looks like my speed. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. Then Bari's favorite game of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bari's favorite game of all time. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Foam Stars. Go ahead, Bari. Yeah, look at him. Oh my God! No, you did not just pull out the air blower. Listen, so Foam Stars.
Y'all gotta stop the cap now. Stop the cap now, man. You can't tell me that Foam Star doesn't look cool. It doesn't look fun. You know what I mean?
Look, all right.
Whether you like Splatoon more or whatnot, you can't tell me that this doesn't look like it's going to be a fun game, especially with the mechanics that they're talking about here. It has more going on with it. You know what I mean? The characters have different abilities and whatnot. It's going to be an open beta. I'm definitely going to be here in the open beta, man. I'm definitely going to get my internet upgraded so I can have this ready to go, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For sure, because damn, it's September 30th. Ooh.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Let me think. Let me rethink about that. Listen, I was definitely somebody that was like kind of like not really digging Foam Stars the first time we saw it. This one kind of won me over just a little bit because like it's very colorful, very beautiful looking game. The combat looks fun too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely looks pretty fun. I am going to try the open beta to see if this is something that I would stick with. But you know, it's a beautiful. This is a very colorful, beautiful looking game. So I'm going to be in the open beta. I'm definitely going to give it a try. So the open beta is from September 29th to
we in there.
To October 1st. So, you know,
we in there.
I'm gonna give it a try. You know, probably stream it, do a Foam Star stream night. You know, stream session and whatnot. Right. But yeah, this is this Bari favorite game.
I'm on that Tonics. You know what I mean? That's the character I'm looking to play. Tonics or Penguin. The names is cool as hell.
I like the play on words with the naming of the characters as well. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, Foam Stars was dope. Foam Stars was dope.
I feel like we gotta start enjoying gaming again, man. Everybody's so critical as far as everything that we see. You know what I mean? But sometimes we, in our criticism and whatnot, I'm not saying don't be critical, but within that, we forget that, video games are fun, man. And it don't look fun.
Yeah, it does.
Any other platform, people would try out these games and play these games. And, oh my God, I'm surprised. I'm happy that this game is here on this platform. But it's on PlayStation. It got to be serious, realistic looking. You know what I mean? Nah, have some fun with it, man. Yeah. This game looks like it's going to be a fun time, yo. Real talk.
Yeah, I agree, man. Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
Amen.
You know, Amen. I definitely think that, I agree with that 100%, right? I think games like this are just meant to be just like straight up fun. Have fun with friends, have fun game nights or whatever with like community and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna give this game a chance and see if it's something that I can stick with. If it is, when the full game comes out, I'll definitely pick it up, and we'll definitely do some streaming sessions, have some fun. You feel me? So I agree with that. Man. Shout out to Bari, man, with the words of wisdom. You understand? Now Bari,
is it time?
Can we? Do you want to give a score of state of play and then go into the other two games, or do you want to do the other two games first and then give overall scores?
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You seen on Twitter?
Oh yeah,
you guys saw the reaction.
Yep.
Legit. It hasn't changed. It's a day later. It hasn't changed for me.
10 out of 10. Yeah, for me as well. We are going to talk about the other two big games, guys, but I want to get the scores and stuff out the way because I know we about to have like a really long conversation here. 10 out of 10. This game, this state of play blew my mind. I'm very excited. I'm happy as a gamer. I'm so happy. Now, Bari, ladies and gentlemen, it's up to y'all. We can go one of two ways. We can go Spider-Man first and then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or we can go Final Fantasy VII Rebirth first and go Spider-Man. How you trying to do this? How you trying to do this, Bari? Chat, how y'all trying to do this? Because listen, we about
I'm in
to get
Spider-Man mood right now.
We're trying to get into. All right, so what the chat trying to say, man? We can go Spider-Man first and then Final Fantasy, or Final Fantasy then Spider-Man. What y'all trying to do? I see they saying Rebirth last.
There's a lot more information. That's in the previews and all that stuff. I think Spider-Man eventually will be a longer conversation.
Absolutely. They saying Spider-Man. Absolutely. The chat no. So you listen. Spider-Man. Dear near. Listen, here we go. We about to get into it, guys. Are y'all ready? Bari, are you ready? All right, here we go. All right, look. I want to talk about this first. We're going to talk about the previews. I promise we're going to get to the previews. I just want to talk about what we saw at the State of Play first. We're going to do this in 3 stages. What we saw at State of Play, the previews, and kind of like the snippets of gameplay that we saw, how we feeling, right? Outside of the State of Play, so like the preview gameplay that we saw, that some of us saw. Not everything, but a couple of things. All right, Bari. Start us off. Shout out to Brian Ithar, Senior Creative Director over at Insomniac. He did a great job giving us a very nice overview of some of the things we can expect in Spider-Man 2, right? So big shout out to Brian Ithar, and really and truly big shout out to the entire Insomniac team, because you guys are all killing it, man. We love you. Bari, they showed us some new gameplay. Brian Ithar, he explained a lot of things that came to what you can expect in terms of ladies and gentlemen, I gotta give Bari his flowers. Bari, I'm gonna give you your virtual flowers.
I was gonna give you some flowers, but
well, give them to me and I give them right back to you. You understand? Because Bari did call that the switching between Miles and Peter in the open world. He definitely called that. Another thing Bari did call as well.
There's a lot of things I call when it comes to this
Can I list it out? I'm trying to give you your flowers. Can I list everything out? Goddamn. Bari did call that Mysterio would be one of the villains in this game. Bari definitely called that out. Rafe as well. Those are 2 villains he definitely called in the game. He called the switching between Miles and Peter in the open world. And he also called out
and how it will work.
Oh, yeah, and how it would work as well. So Bari, they showed us this brand new overview.
Oh, all right, so let me give you your flowers.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, give me my flowers. Go ahead.
Oh, we had a space when the spaces we had a Twitter space when the State of Play got announced. And one of the things I was saying, I was like, I don't think first party is going to be here. Persona said it's going to make sense to have a game like Spider-Man here because the previews go up and Insomniac want to get on top of that. So I think Spider-Man is going to be there, and Persona was 100% correct on that. Spider-Man was there. We're going to give him his flowers. He's going to get another flower too, but we're going to wait until Final Fantasy VII. This is more like what he think like a collector's edition is going to be, but go ahead.
Yes, sir. So Bari, Brian Ithar, he gave us
flowers in the chat. Flowers
in the chat. Absolutely. So Brian Ithar gave us a plethora of information in terms of like some of the things we can expect in Spider-Man 2. one of the big things that he definitely showed off again was that the switching between you and Peter is going to be seamless. But also now when it comes to like crime and all this other stuff, not crime, but when it comes to the Genki app, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app, now Peter's using that as well. One of the other major things is the fast travel between the world, as you see right here actually on the screen. Fast traveling between the world is now seamless, it's near instant, and that just looks absolutely beautiful. One of the other things is that now there's going to be for the side missions, there's going to be specific side missions for Peter and Miles, where like there may be a mission where Peter's school, Miles' school, Brooklyn Vision Academy, is gonna want him to do some things, or Peter might have to do something like photography or something like that. So there's gonna be specific side missions, then there's gonna be side missions that any Spider-Man can do, and then there's obviously gonna be the specific story side missions as well. One of the other things he also talked about is that there's gonna be 65 suits in the game and over 200 color variations for the suits as well, which is really cool. One of the other things, and this is kind of in the preview, I'll save the preview stuff for later, but obviously another thing he talks about is the richness of the world and just how beautiful it looks and things like that. Very dense, but we'll get into that. Bari, hearing what Brian Inthar was talking about, and seeing the Spider-Man 2, this overview that we got at the State of Play, man, what's your thoughts on everything? We'll get to the preview. We'll get to the preview information. That's separate, so keep that to the side.
I'm not going to bring the preview stuff, but I thought they did a wonderful job compacting all the information in this, what it was like 3 minutes video. They explained a lot. Really and truly, this video that they did kind of made it where it's like you don't really have to do a specific State of Play like how you did with Horizon or whatnot, showcasing game. You explain so much, you showed so much, as far as what you're going to expect in the open world and what's being offered as a new PlayStation 5 game. You did such a great job explaining all of that there. I think I'm good to go on Spider-Man. No more information needed.
Yep.
I love how, the additions of like, Brooklyn and Queens is there, and showing the fast travel, into Brooklyn instantly. You know what I mean? I love how the switching of the characters are done as well. You know what I mean? Because when Miles did the fast travel, if you look at the mini map, it also had Peter close to that location, so you can meet up with Peter, probably fighting a crime somewhere, and joining on that, or whatever activities Miles is doing, you as Peter can join on that. It's going to be instantaneous as far as the switching over and just like meeting up and doing all. I think that's going to be super cool, and I definitely want to witness that. See the two Spider, men, swinging together or fighting together. Me screenshotting up and taking a little photo mode screenshots and all that stuff with there. The world is so dense and detailed. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. I love the fact I'm a big Peter Parker fanboy. So one of the things that was not concerning, but I wanted to see happen in Spider-Man, and they kind of confirmed that here with the trailer, is seeing Peter use more of his gadgetry more effective within the combat, not just as a gadget. Oh, let me go to the web shots and let me go to the web pull and all that stuff. But you see the other things that, that's a part of Spider-Man, like the web legs. And that's being a part of the combination. That's a part of the combos with Peter. Miles have his abilities as far as like, his venom abilities, the venom blast and shock and sting and all that stuff, and invisibility and all that. And, now we're seeing Peter is using his brain, to make his combat feel like it's caught up to like how Miles Morales was in 2020. So yeah, I'm loving that. I'm loving those factors. I'm loving how they're making it seamless as far as like the open world. You don't have to constantly go into menus. You have the little AR goggles or lenses that give you the descriptions or give you like the locations of things within the world that you can go to, or you probably like put a
and when you find something through the AR like if you find like an area or like some missions or something like that in that area, and it will stay on the AR goggles as well, so you don't have to feel compelled to do that stuff right there on the spot. You can wait till later, and it's always going to be there when you use the AR to see things through the world. The reason why I also like that is because it's not breaking the immersion, right? The immersion is you're Spider-Man. We want you to feel like Spider-Man. It's very focused on keeping the experience within the world and not taking you out of that. So I love that.
Yeah, this game is set up like when you go into the menus, it's because you want to go into the menus, not force into the menus because you want to pinpoint a location or just view the map as far as like, oh, here's a hideaway and whatnot. You're going into the menus to do level ups on your suits, level ups on the characters, specific skills, you know what I mean? Probably learn a combo or two, things like that. You're going into the menu for. And the menu design looks dope as well. You know what I mean? Look like an upgraded version of the first two games. But yeah, speed wise, looking great, amazing. The fact that you're going so fast and all that fidelity is intact with the draw distance and stuff like that is going to be crazy. And one thing I do like as well, Peter with the black Spider-Man suit has additional abilities, but none of the stuff that you already have as far as Spider-Man, the gadgetry and all that stuff, none of that stuff is being taken away just because you have, the symbiote, bonding to you.
Yep.
It's such a great job that they're doing here, man. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's going to play beautifully because if you play Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure it's going to play beautifully. And I just love all of the, the placement of things within the world of Spider-Man and Marvel that's going to be in the game. That's one thing I'm going to be super, super excited for is like the cameos, the locations now in Brooklyn and Queens, like what's going to be here. Just to get a little reference point from like Marvel stuff like they did in the first two games. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to see this stuff, man. And I can't wait to play it, man. I can't wait to play it, yo. Yeah. They definitely justified themselves. They definitely not even just justified. I'm just happy with what I saw at that state of play because it was a shocker, but it was so good. The information was so well
presented,
conveyed. It was presented that you can't knock it, man. And I see a lot of people going out and supporting and buying this game for real. They deserve that.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%, man. I agree that I don't think they need to tell us anything else. I don't think there needs to be a state of play dedicated to this. I think this was that. And I think they did a good job between this and the previews, which we'll talk about in a moment. That I think they did a good job of just conveying a lot of that stuff to the consumer or to fans. And really, I was already sold on the game. Like I really didn't. If they would have not shown anything else, I would have been fine because I was already sold on Spider-Man 2. But seeing this just put my hype level at a whole nother level, man. The density and the richness of this city is absolutely mind blowing to me. Like this was something I kept mentioning in my breakdown of the trailer. It's just that this definitely is not. How some people like to say, oh, well, it's the same game. It's not this is not the same game. And in no stretch of the imagination. This is a whole new world. This is a whole new game, bro. This looks so different. It's so rich and so dense. And go ahead.
I wouldn't mind the same because I love that game a lot. Spider-Man 8.
No. 2018 was great. I'm not taking anything from 2018. But what I'm saying is, you can tell just off this gameplay, this is a next gen game, a next gen experience. The world is much more dense and much more rich, and it looks much more detailed, and it just looks so much better. The lighting, everything, the swinging much faster. The switching from swinging to gliding. So seamless.
Oh yeah,
so
the web wings is crazy.
The web wings is absolutely incredible. The semi RPG elements they're adding to the game, where you'll be able to, level up different move sets to do different things and all that. It's just that they're really doing a good job of just taking care of fans of the franchise and fans of Spider-Man with this game, man. Shout out to Insomniac. I thought
what I love too. I love the subtle details that they are doing within the game. So the advanced suit, it got a nice little upgrade as far as a new look. If you look at the glove of the advanced suit, now it has a whole patch of white on the gauntlet. I think that's a cool new look of it. It always had a little patch on the knuckles or the arms, or the hands or whatnot. But now it's more on the wrists and all that stuff, and the forearms and all that. Miles' suit got a nice little touch of details, not crazy, but a nice little touch of details as well. That I appreciate that stuff, man, because you're making the suits look like a newer, much upgraded form of itself in the prior games.
And the symbiote suit looks even more detailed here than it did in the May gameplay build. And you know what's crazy, Bari? You want to know? You want to know something? No, you want to know something else, Bari?
Mm-hmm.
This gameplay that we saw, I think they said it's like 6 months old, or it's like 6 weeks old or something like that. This is not even like, they said the game is gonna look even better than this, and I'm just like, yo.
Never doubt Insomniac, man.
Never.
Like we've been telling people for the longest, like this studio, they know how to put out quality content.
100%.
It's just like, yo, they push the bar, they set the bar when it comes to a lot of stuff in gaming in the industry, in my personal opinion. And just as a gamer, from a consumer standpoint, they know how to offer a lot of gameplay activities and tell a compelling story as well. So,
100%.
Spider-Man 2, you're going to see a lot of activities gameplay wise or replayability, but you're also going to get an amazing and great story. You know what I mean? And I like the teasers that they're doing here. They got these whole Spider-Bot things, and then they got the Mysterio symbol there.
And then show Mysterio, or who we believe to be Mysterio.
Yeah.
I think that's Mysterio, man. I don't care. Nobody tell me. That's Mysterio. And they said there's even more villains than that, man.
More villains than that will have its own side quest stories and all that stuff. Because one thing I did love was the whole Tombstone lead up, the whole Taskmaster lead up. I love that stuff, man. So you know what I mean? We know Black Cat is going to be there as well, because that got teased. Prowler is teased.
Yep, Prowler's going to be there. Yep, that got teased.
So yeah,
there's going to be a lot.
There's just a lot of things you can assume when it comes to that. Because
somebody was saying that they think Sandman's going to be in this game too.
I don't know if I see Sandman, but I probably might see, like, you might see probably Kingpin make an appearance again.
Yeah, I can see
Kingpin. They got to be some type of motivation of why Prowler is doing what he's doing again. Especially after Miles Morales, you know what I mean?
And I think Green Goblin, I think Green Goblin gonna be in this game, man. I think that's gonna be the real villain, Green Goblin.
I think that that's gonna be the main villain.
I think that's gonna be the main villain. But yo, listen, that's not everything when it comes to Spider-Man, ladies and gentlemen. We also got the previews this week as well, Friday, and boy, was it a lot of information. Big shout out to Shinobi for kind of like compiling some of the most important things here. And Bari, let's go through some of them.
He put that Twitter blue to work.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy Shinobi. And so some of the things that we can see here, man, Bari, Insomniac really are like the gods of the industry right now with this first one. With this first one, this cemented them as like the best, as the best studio in the industry, in my opinion. Like really and truly.
Nah, they the best, bro.
That's what I said.
You know what I mean?
That's what I said.
No, you said one of the best.
I said the best studio in the industry.
Oh, my bad. Because no other developer doing what they just did.
Not with this. Yeah. So let me go through all the bullet points and then we'll talk about it. So 30, 40. I'm so glad they brought back the 40 frames per second. Thank you, Insomniac. 30, 40, 60 frames per second modes. All. Let me highlight that. All. 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 With ray tracing and 120 hertz VRR support. I gotta give a round of applause. It's incredible.
Imagine that.
Crazy.
PS5 game.
And they said, cause I watched one of the interviews that they did with I forgot his name. Jesus Christ, I forgot his name. But they did an interview in it with was it IGN, I think, or one of them where I was reading when they were talking about each game they learned from. So they learned things from 2018 to remaster to Miles Morales to Rift Apart.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Fitzgerald. And that helped them to be able to do what they're doing now with this game. And they're always learning, right? Much more destructible interactivity with the environment, over 65 suits to choose from, comics, films, and original design.
That destructibility.
Oh no, let's talk about it.
That was a hot topic out here. Shout out to my man Addict, man. Addict, listen. I need you to relax.
Expeditiously.
I need you to relax, Gaming Addict. Okay, Mr. Iron Lord over there. I need you to relax. You don't doubt the Insomniac gods.
The Insomniac
they know
gods.
What they're doing.
Absolutely.
I need you to relax.
Absolutely. Over 65 suits from comics, movie, films, and original designs. Some quests will be
which the original designs, like
good.
Some of them didn't really look good presented when they showed the pictures at first, but seeing them in-game models with that trailer they showed with all of the suits, I was like, yo, these look way better in-game than just the regular picture, man. Like, yo, some of the original suits look dope.
They look great.
So great job.
Some quests will be story specific to either Peter or Miles. We knew that. Maps nearly double in size compared to the first game with Queens and Brooklyn. Points of interest represented by more immersive visual cues out in the world that grab your attention. Peter's mechanized spider arms are available by default now. Story reasons.
Come on, man.
It's fire.
Yo, it's something. Who you listening to?
They definitely listening to WUPS. Shout out to the WUPS boys. You understand? Web grabber ability fires webs in all directions and grabs enemies and anything else to pull them in for a powerful AoE attack. Sewer drain cover, for example, launch it to the group like a missile.
OP, because we've seen that in the gameplay trailer when Miles came in and he dropped the web grabber and he just grabbed them both before he did the Hadouken punch. That I'm gonna level that up. That web grabber is definitely gonna level it up.
Symbiote's L3 R3 symbiote surge is a savage grab and slam special attack. Peter's symbiote black suit is a hypersensitive to sound felt through the DualSense. On top of dodging, parrying attacks is now an option with L1. Incredible. The game is darker themed, but there is tons of humor and funny remarks throughout the world. Let's
go back to the DualSense. You know what I mean? This is something that they spoke about as well in the previews and the interviews, where they said that they learned their lessons from Ratchet and Clank and all that stuff to improve the feedback and all that stuff with the DualSense. And this is such a unique and cool thing, because not even I was thinking about this, because the symbiote itself very hypersensitive to loud noises and sounds, and we all know New York is what? Loud, sensitive. And, probably enemies that probably is learning that stuff know that it's loud. Obviously, Peter and Miles, they're going to learn that. And I do think that's going to be something that Miles, learns and uses against Peter to get that thing off. But anyways, the fact that you get to feel that stuff as a feedback. Oh my, Persona.
You feel the sound vibrations through the controller.
It's going to be amazing, man.
Haptic feedback, bro. That joint is going to be incredible. So yeah, stuff like that. One of the other things too. First off, Bari, can we talk about this parry? Can we talk about the parry? Can we talk about the parry? Yo,
I saw a glimpse,
and I saw it. Man. I saw it with the lizard fight. Yo, that parry is gonna get abused through my playthroughs. Are you crazy? I can't wait for that parry. I'm glad that they added a parry button, and they said like, so the dynamics of some of the fights, like for instance with the lizard fight, it's going to require you to parry certain attacks, and there's going to be different cues and stuff like that. And they added like enemy health bars and stuff like that now for the boss fights and things like that. And a boss fight is now multi-layered, because for instance, again, using the lizard fight, it starts in a sewer and then it becomes a chase, and then then like they're being pulled up the building that and all the destruction and things like that. And it's funny enough, in that chase, they actually do destroy a building to get through. Like, let me shut up. But yo, listen, it's just incredible. The dynamic of the boss fights. Go ahead.
One of the most OP abilities in Marvel Comics, Spider Sense, what makes Spider-Man so OP, and you give him a parry on top of that.
He did the. Yeah, you're funny.
Yo, bro.
Yo, it's crazy.
This game gonna be crazy, man. Listen, with the parry added though, I know they had like the ultimate difficulty. They might as well add like a superior difficulty. They need to add another layer of difficulty to that, because definitely gonna make the game easier. Now that you have Spider Sense, dodge, and parry. Woo! Yo, son, it's gonna be OP. Hopefully, like with the parry, they give you a proper incentive. Like I know you said it in the boss fights, but when you parry, you build up to your web abilities or your ultimate ability much faster or whatnot. You know what I mean? Just to parry some of these enemy attacks or whatnot. I think that would be dope to incentivize that, but we'll see.
Yo, facts. I'm looking for some more information. I know I had some other stuff here. Yo, there was a lot there.
They spoke about like the whole Miles switching. I saw Paris, he had like an interview where they talk about, you know, the instant switching. That stuff can be done within combat as well. So it's much more deeper than you thinking. Just like, oh, that's because Peter's on the one side, let me just switch to this side. No, you actually doing that within the combat. They also alluded to, you know, the web swinging and web wing stuff combination. They kind of alluded to that stuff, like you can mix and match and free, you know.
Yeah, that's freestyle like combat. Too. And one of the previews I was watching, you can do like a loop-de-loop now too with on the web swing, and you can actually do tighter turns with specific button combinations with web swinging as well. That's huge. The other thing as well, that this is like a huge quality of life update for me when it comes to Spider-Man. I was watching one of the previews. So you know how like when you want to use a gadget or something like that and you want to switch between gadgets, you had to bring up the wheel and choose a different gadget and it slows everything down and all this other stuff. So they actually mapped both your spider abilities and all that stuff to the L1 and R1 and the face buttons. So now you can, like in the middle of you doing a combo, you don't got to slow down time. It doesn't break the immersion. You just do L1 square, L1 square, L1 circle, L1 whatever, and it's doing the moves and stuff like that, all rapid, fast paced. I love that they like made that quality of life change when it comes to the combat. That's just gonna make combat much faster, much cleaner, and my combo's about to get even better. Oh, wait till wait till the combo videos come out, ladies and gentlemen. Wait till the combo videos come out. I got you.
The ones that you favor, you can just map that to your shortcut, which is dope. So I'm with that.
Yep, I love that. Bari, October 20th, 2023.
Oh, so let me say the statement that James Stevenson said, because this is Mike Fitzgerald that he had in the IGN interview where they was talking about the modes and whatnot. They said there's no mode of this game that has ray tracing turned off. No need for it. We really figured it out how to deliver what we feel like is the right Spider-Man picture and visuals, and we want to make sure every player seeing that.
Incredible,
bro.
Incredible.
Different level, man.
Yeah, that's a different level.
Different level.
What mode are you playing in? I'm playing in the 40 frames per second mode. My first playthrough.
Yeah, that's gonna be my first mode I'm playing in. Story wise, you know, single player and all that stuff, taking screenshots and all that stuff in the 40 frames.
Yep.
But after that, I'll go to 60 frames for sure.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or if there's not like a drastic change from the 60 and 40, I'll play in the 60. You know what I mean? It definitely depends on how the changes, like the fidelity of the game. But most likely, I'm definitely going to start with 40.
Yep. Same.
So that's on top of VRR because it's going to be on cap. So you're not going to see the fluctuations. You're just going to see that smooth, that buttery smooth gameplay.
Yo, shout out to Viper Reach. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, just an FYI, the applause on the soundboard has had issues for a couple of shows. Oh, word? Yo, thanks for letting me know, man. I gotta fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Shout out to Viper, man. And then shout out to Henry Heck.
Oh, like
man.
they can't hear it?
Yeah, it's like probably crackling in and out or not. It's not like working properly. Henry Heck, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, PlayStation 5, the only next gen console. PlayStation 5 out here doing some big things, man. All right. That's Spider-Man, October 20th, 2023. It's time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the... Yes, sir. It's time for that Final Fantasy VII. You feel me? And Bari, he's chomping at the bit. Bari, take us away. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, man. Take us away.
Listen, before we get into Rebirth, you got to shout out the PlayStation Nation, man. Over 7 million sold.
They're saying the clap sound. I was going to do the 7 million after, but go ahead. The clap sound is muffled. Okay, thank you. All right, I think I know what it is. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, over 7 million sold for Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, You know what I mean? So yo, we out here supporting, buying an amazing game. Let's get that up to 10 million.
Yes, sir.
Which is probably going to be 10 million because, you know, you pre-order Rebirth, you get that get free right there. They're going to count that as a sale. But yeah, man, amazing job right there. But let's get into some Rebirth, man. Persona. Put that trailer on a loop, man.
Yes, sir. It's
put
on
that
the loop.
trailer on a loop,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir. It's on the loop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's on the loop. Yes, sir. It's on the loop. It's on a loop. It's on a loop.
Places you sure know how to play with people's emotions. Spider-Man and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, same show, state of play. Come on, man. But let's talk about it, man. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is looking like a more grander experience from the remake, obviously, because now you're in an open world setting. There's a lot of commentary and a lot of comments that was said about the game from the developers. Just taking a much more, you know, free roaming, free exploration role within Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So very, very excited what I saw in the trailer. You know, we got a sneak peek of Vincent. We got a sneak peek of the Golden Saucer, you know, Dio. We saw Andrea again dancing. We see stuff, the synergy attacks with Yuffie and Barrett and Kate Sif and Aerith. We see the Midgard Zolam. We see the bottom swell, the boss fight that you fought when you're in the town getting into Junon. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff, also the mini games aspect. Reason why I love Final Fantasy VII so much, like it's a very serious tone story, but some of the stuff that's in Final Fantasy VII, the non-serious stuff, is also fun to do. The mini games are fun to do. You know what I mean? You have like these quirky, whimsical moments. You know, when Cloud, you know, dressing up like a Shinra infantry soldier, and you're doing the march for Rufus's, you know, organization when he got promoted to like being the president and all that stuff now. A celebration of being promoted. Those things, I'm happy that they didn't take out the game. It's keeping in the game. They still have a very serious tone, but also you have the kooky quirkiness of what Final Fantasy and what made Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, I'm happy with this trailer. Everything that I kind of wished for within the trailer. We also got like a little glimpse, Persona, off the Highwind. In the beginning when they was about to shoot the cannon to the far right, you see a little glimpse of the Highwind there. You know what I mean? So they shown little teasers here and there that's getting me super, super happy. Whole full playable flashback moment. You know, that was like a really short moment in the original game. You know what I mean? Where they kind of like, you know, made that a little bit linear. You know what I mean? You have like little two battles here and there that you fought with Sephiroth. But it's going to be a full scalable. What happened?
No, I was going to say they said that Sephiroth, you're going to be able to control him and play with him as well in that flashback.
Yeah, like the flashback scene is going to be fully playable, man.
Yo,
and you know,
incredible.
With the whole premise of the whole like remake and you know what they've been doing here is like everything that we thought was like little short moments in the game, they expand upon it. They gave it more detail. It's much longer. Midgard's not a very short portion of the game, but you got a full-fledged game out of that. So I'm imagining with the flashback, you want to get like way more than you getting. You know, Hamaguchi, he said in his comment that there's going to be over 100 hours of like just exploration and just like freeness that you can do within the game. So the actual comment is that we hope you explore this world in great detail with nearly 100 hours of adventure awaits.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be a much
and a lot of the areas that you visit, you'll be able to go back to. So like you don't have to feel like, oh, if I miss something here, then that's it. No, you'll be able to go back to areas and do the side content and stuff like that. And they said that the side content is actually double that of the story content. So there's going to be a lot here. And there's a lot more mini games.
Look at the blow up.
Well.
Look at the blow up of the towns. Costa del Sol. You see him with a Segway rolling around. Like that's a huge blow up from the original game. Like the type of level of detail in Midgard, I expect that with all the other towns as well. And we are seeing that, man. They alluded to the weapons as well. You know what I mean? It's just everything. It's just everything a Final Fantasy VII fan will want in a trailer. You got here in this trailer. not saying that the other trailers was bad and whatnot, but you know, the other trailers were more like teasers that's trying to get you excited. But here, it's a full-fledged, guys.
Plus, they said that
all the worries or doubts, we got you.
They said that Odin and Alexandra summons aren't going to be the only new summons in the game, and there's actually going to be side missions tied to getting some of those summons or getting the backstory of those summons as well, which I think is really dope. Everything,
yeah, because before it was like tied to the VR mission, or you know, probably find it, but now you get actual full, you know, quests to get some of the summons there, which is gonna be dope.
Yep. For me, man, you know, seeing this, I'm speechless, bro. This looks absolutely incredible. Everything I'm seeing about this game, showing Vincent at the end, teasing that, just seeing the scale of this world grow the way it's grown. I love this game, man. I really love this game, and this Rebirth is really going to be like a banger. It's going to be like a can't miss game, in my opinion. February 29th.
Bro, I'm gonna spend like hours in the golden saucer, man. Yep. Like, yo, it's gonna be crazy, man. And yo, they, in my opinion, I think they kind of alluding to like chocobo breeding, like in the original game, because they stood tried and true to each chocobo, different color chocobo doing different abilities as far as what you can do within the game. So in Rebirth, they're showing the black chocobo is scaling the walls and the mountains. There's a blue chocobo or teal chocobo that is gliding and flying. And even in the race, we saw the different color of chocobos there. We got like a little glimpse of the chocobos there, the different colors of them, man. So I think there's going to be so much content in this game for people to do, whether it's mini games, if it's chocobo breeding, you know what I mean? Is side quests, backstory stuff, because this is like the beginning of a lot of backstory that's going to be involved. You know what I mean? Seeing what's going to be happening with Aerith. I can't freaking wait. And the box art, you know what I mean? They also kind of, you know, hinted towards here with Sephiroth saying that the reunion, the clash of worlds and all that stuff. So we see different timelines going on here, especially when it comes to Cloud and Zack. Zack, you know, is in a different timeline than what we're in a different in the timeline that we're in. Because Cloud is fine and dandy, and he's the one with the busted sword and all that stuff in the timeline that we're playing, and then we have Zack, you know, carrying Cloud into Midgar, which Midgar looked like it went through some destruction because there's a plate going and all that stuff there as well. So that's kind of interesting to see what's going on with that. But and then there's also Sephiroth timeline as far as him coming from the future and all of those worlds clashing. And we're going to see what's going to come off it, you know what I mean, with Rebirth, man. So very, very excited to see. There's one little disappointment that I had in there, but I know I trust the developers. I know they're going to do a great job with it, but they're kind of alluding here. So if you go to the PlayStation blog and you scroll down to Nomura, Tetsuya Nomura, where the question was asked, we have seen Red 13 and Kate Sith show as playable characters, and footage release also showing other characters who looks like Vincent. So will he be playable as well, and will the party expand further too? So Nomura answered the questions that, like, the original party members were all present in Final Fantasy VII, are all present in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and in the previous title, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Red 13 became a company member in the second half of the game, but he will become an official playable member starting from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Similarly, there are characters who are accompanying members of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that will become full official party members in the next title. So in my opinion, he's kind of alluding here that Vincent, because the question was asked if Vincent was going to be playable, and he didn't answer that directly. He just said there's members that you're going to meet, characters that you're going to meet that's going to be a company members, kind of like how Red 13 was in Remake, the second half of the game. So Vincent, we do get Vincent, you know, fairly early, or you can get Vincent fairly early in the original game in Nibelheim. Or coming back to Nibelheim or whatnot. So it's very interesting to see, like, is he going to be playable, you know, as a character? It kind of alluded, no, he's not, and Sid as well.
They'll probably. I was gonna say they'll probably save Vincent and Sid for the third game and just have everybody play.
Yeah, that's what they kind of saying right there, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
But as a little disappointing, but at the end of the day, it's still a lot of characters that you're playing. Because I do think that Zach is going to be playable in this game. You're going to have some type of portion where you're playing as Zach.
Mm-hmm.
You have Cloud, you have Tifa, you have Barrett, you have Aerith, you have Red 13, you have Kate Sif. All of them with different play styles. Because they spoke about Red 13's play style that he has 2 gauges. He has the ATB like everybody else, but he also has like a more defensive revenge gauge where once that revenge gauge build up, he's going to have new and different attacks that you can put out for the enemies.
That's going to be really interesting to see like the dynamic of that in combat, man. That's going to be dope.
Yeah, man. Bro, the release date, Persona?
February 29th, 2024. We there, they won.
The leap year.
A leap year.
They put it out that game, man. And the collector's edition.
Hold on. You're getting ahead of me. Hold on. Slow it down. Slow it down. Absolutely.
Go on, put that thing up, man. Go on, put that thing up.
Collector's edition.
Let me see how big.
It's sold out. It's 19 inches.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. I looked at it.
I thought people was just joking around because the whole 19 inches.
It is 19 inches. Let me just be sure. Damn, bro, what's up this birthday shit, man?
Hey, man, it's a dope game. Let me see if they actually.
I thought they did put that there. Let me see. Oh yeah, collector's edition details. Yeah, 19-inch statue. Yep. It's a 19-inch statue.
Damn, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Nah, it is sold out. What you mean?
Nah, I have it. I can see.
Oh, okay.
Now.
It was sold out yesterday. All right, it's back up. Yeah, so with the collector's edition, you get the steelbook, you get the deluxe edition of the game, you get the soundtrack, and you get the art book, and you get this 19-inch Sephiroth statue, which I said would be what they would do for the collector's edition. That is what I said. And this statue looks absolutely incredible. And I'm gonna have to get a whole new shelf for this whole statue for sure.
Absolutely. Like Sephiroth look badass in that picture.
Yo, he looks so badass. He looks so badass, yeah, man.
Listen, it's already locked it down.
Yeah, it's already locked in.
Collector's edition. You know what I mean?
I might get a second.
Joy when it comes to that.
I might get a second.
I'm very curious because Best Buy is pretty much known to have like a specific like steelbook as well. So I'm waiting to see what Best Buy is going to do, with their like physical deluxe edition, or if they have a collector's edition there as well, to see what type of unique steelbook they're going to have, because they do have that. It's getting pre-order as well.
Absolutely.
Like Final Fantasy 16.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Final Fantasy is just incredible, man. Like they definitely knocking it out the park. And Rebirth is just going to be another great game in a series, man. Can't wait for this. Cannot wait. Damn, Bari, we at 1:30. I didn't even know. A lot of news, yeah. All right, so that's the Final Fantasy talk, guys. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Spider-Man 2. I mean, as you guys can see, these are like 2 of our most anticipated games in a while. So it's gonna be dope, man. Can't wait.
And we got content on our individual channels about it, and definitely look out for more, because I know I'm going to do another video on Final Fantasy. I might do another one on Spider-Man as well with all the information here. But
yeah, I'm definitely doing another video for Spider-Man for sure. But all right, man, let's move on. Some stuff we'll push to next week, but we're gonna get
what we're gonna push next week.
We'll push some like the news about Square Enix losing $2 billion and like the Ascendants
we don't gotta talk about that, because that's a stupid news anyway.
Yeah. All right, so Bari, let's talk about Modern Warfare 3 real quick, man. MW3, man. I ain't gonna lie, Bari. So they showing off. So shout out to Charlie Intel, man. He dropped this is an Intel drop about the multiplayer maps, and they gave us a look at all the multiplayer maps and how they look now, being redone for current gen and whatnot, right? But you know, we also got a small little snippet of gameplay of you running and vaulting, or running and mantling. And I ain't gonna lie, Bari, that definitely made me excited to see it be very fluid, clean, and fast. But you know, I'm sure you watched this clip as well with the content drop. How you feeling about this?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, the first thing I was watching this trailer, I paused it because I was like, wait, the movement and the mansion looks like a typical COD game. I had to screen record it and post it right there. It's like everything this trailer is talking about looks good, but this is what my focus is: the movement and the mantling of the game. Much faster. I don't know if there's a dexterity perk going on or whatnot, but yeah, whatever I'm seeing, I'm actually digging. You know what I mean? Like it's what I expect a Call of Duty game to be. Modern Warfare 2, they had this weird mantling mechanic where you have to pull yourself up slowly, or you can like peek and whatnot. Put that in a single player, bro. Multiplayer, we ain't trying to do all of that, man. We trying to move. We trying to get these campers
Look at
that's
that
camping up in a goddamn building, and we want to actually get to them.
That running,
you know, all of that stuff, man. You know what I mean? So
yo, that mantling, bro, that running and mansion looks so smooth, man.
Smoothment.
Oh my
Smoothment,
god,
man.
this looks so smooth. It looks so smooth, man. I want this game to be good. I really want this COD to be good.
Like a Uzi that you got.
Yeah, like a Uzi you got. Yeah, it's a Uzi. Uzi with a stop. Look at the mansion. Yeah, look at the vaulting. Easy.
Very excited to see what's to come for that, man. It looked like they listening to feedback, but you know, once again, Sledgehammer. I do think that they like to listen to the community as far as what you know. How they know how to gauge the community feedback and whatnot, but the start of their games is always kind of a little rocky. But you know, we'll see, man. We'll see when that beta come out. We'll definitely have more thoughts and opinions when it comes to Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely got to see what the beta and what that multiplayer is looking like for sure. So, but still, you know, it's good to see. All right, Bari, real quick, you know, you see what game I got playing in the background whenever we talk, man. Stellar Blade, or AKA Stellar Yams, man. So they did update their FAQ, which gave people hope that we might have been getting some news at the State of Play, but
the year ain't done yet. The year ain't done yet.
The year ain't done yet, but I don't think we're going to be seeing this game this year, so, which sucks. But they did do an FAQ to kind of just give us some quick little information. Like, this was updated with information about Stellar Blade, so there's some movement happening. So we might be seeing something, you know, in the next couple months. Who knows? But obviously, what console?
Like the that they got there too. She's like,
what console? What console is this going to be on? PS5 exclusive. This is a PS5 console exclusive. Stellar Blade is a single player only game. Stellar Blade is a debut console release for the Korean developer Shift Up. Stellar Blade is set in a not too distant future of Earth, ruined beyond recognition during a global invasion that expelled humankind from its home planet. Stellar Blade is a stylized action RPG set in a sci-fi post-apocalyptic world. Is Stellar Blade a difficult game? Combat requires deliberate attacks, defense, and evasion. It's essential to learn enemy attack patterns and counter with precision, so expect a challenge, especially in the game's many boss fights. When is Stellar Blade coming out? Come back here for updates on Stellar Blade's release date. I'm here. Where's the release date? Will Stellar Blade get a physical release? Yes, this version of the game will be up for pre-order. Yo, this one here is why put this here, bro? Why put this here, PlayStation? You hurting my heart. You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
Come back later.
But yeah, it looks like Stellar Blade gonna be a pretty difficult RPG, action RPG, man.
I'm with it.
Yep.
Well, all the stuff that you're doing that they showcase combat wise, I can see that, you know, they're gonna offer a challenge because Eve is pretty OP. You know what I mean?
She definitely is doing
right from the rip when the game got first shown. It always looked like she's like OP. You know what I mean? So. And that monster with a circle head or whatnot, they always show that off at first. And yeah, that looked like it's gonna be like a tough boss fight. So
Where is?
I want to see if they're gonna have her original like black suit that they had when they first showed the game.
What suit?
When they first showed the game, she had like a whole black. It was like a black and white like spandex kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, this is the hold up. This is the hold up. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get this other news that you sent me for Granblue.
Oh yeah, I just sent my tweet because
I guess.
I mean, we want to talk about these characters.
Yes, sir.
Whatnot.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. We moving on, man. Stellar Blade. Listen, Stellar Blade is a game that's like one of my a highly anticipated game for me personally. I need this game, bro. I need them to like give me a date for this game like ASAP, man, because it's like we need that PlayStation shift up. At least give me some information. I think I mean, I'm pretty sure it's delayed. Like, ain't nobody going to say it's not delayed. But it's just like, damn, bro, give me a update. Like, hey guys, look, expect more news in 2024. I'd be happy with that at least. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what's up in the next couple of months. But Bari, let's talk about before we get into Relink. Let's get into Versus Rising, and let's talk about Grimnir, a brand new character confirmed to be coming to Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. And shout out to you, man, because you did do a nice breakdown for this character on your channel. I ain't gonna lie, he's looking dope, man. Talk to us, man. Talk to us about Grimnir.
Yeah, man, Grimnir. He's like a descendant of Primal Beast. Like, I think he's like a Primal Beast as well, kind of like how Zoe is. But yeah, man, this character looks pretty dope, man. I like the fact that there's a lot of layers to this dude. Fireball looks amazing. It looks like he probably can control his fireball, similar to like how Bilal could do it. He has I think he personally has a command dash, and he can cancel and do other little follows from the command dash. And he also got like an orb mechanic thing, similar to like how Swiftmaster from DNF Duel. So he throw out these orbs, or you can do the EX version, and he throw out 2 orbs. And from there, he can get like other directional inputs going into the air or coming down from the air on the ground as well, faking you out. So that looks super fun, and that's super good because it's kind of similar to like Lancelot. His unique button, but instead of like Lancelot is more grounded, his stuff is more just on air and grounded with Grimnir. And he looks like he has like air combos in the corner as well. There's like a little air combo that they showed off in the trailer. But visually, all the 4 new characters coming into Granblue Fantasy Versus look amazing. And personally, I feel like Nair and Grimnir is the ones that I'm more leaning towards, like, learning and playing, because it's more like down my alley and my speed. But yeah, Grimnir, he looks amazing. And yeah, it just gave me more excited to see, to play the game, and just seeing his gameplay looks dope, man. So can't wait for it.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think Grimnir looks dope. I don't think this is a character I would personally play, at least not right away. Maybe, because I do get like Catalina vibes with that sword play. So, or Lance, that's a Lance you guys saw Lance play, but I think he looks pretty cool, like with the combos and whatnot that I'm seeing. But going into Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising is Jita all the way. But I think this character looks really dope though. Oh, that was a nice fireball attack too. Yeah, he
looked like he got mix.
Yeah, he looks really dope.
It's a character where you got to hold that guard button. You high low you.
And then the other bit of news with Granblue Fantasy, shout out to you, man, with this info. They did confirm all the playable characters in Granblue Fantasy Relink. So we've got Catalina, Rackham, Io, Eugene, Rosetta, Ferry, Narmaya, Lancelot, Vance, Percival, Siegfried, Charlotta, Yodarha, Zeta, Vasaraga, and then the new character that they confirmed is Ganda Goza, which is him right here. And obviously you're gonna have Jita and Gran as well as playable characters.
Yeah, that's gonna be your starter characters, Jita or Gran. But yeah, a lot of characters to play from, man. Yeah, they confirmed all the characters there. Like, this game is gonna be special, man. Real talk. This game is going to be special. The companions, the allies that you gather up playing the game, very, very fun characters. You already know the vibes. I'm going Lancelot all the way. But I can't wait to play this game, man. I can't wait to play this game with people as well, man. You know what I mean? I can't wait to play this game as well. But yeah, Granda Goza. I was surprised that this character got announced. Like he's pretty popular, but there's other like popular characters as well. But yeah, man, this dude is all brawler, beat show ass type character. He's not a grappler though, Dre. He's not a grappler. He is like, he's pretty much Saurus, but times 100. You know what I mean? As far as like strength and ability and powers. But the fact that he's going to be playable, they did show some gameplay of him as well. In the stream, because the stream was like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. They showed this his gameplay off. He's much slower character, but he's like a tank powerhouse that, you know, that's doing mad damage. So I think there's a lot of play styles that people's going to have when they play this game, and the fact that you have all these characters to choose and switch up between, it's gonna have a great time, man, with it, man. So can't wait for Granblue Fantasy. Oh yeah, I know you like the brawlers as well. But he's a little bit slower though. But
they show some gameplay too from the what's the name as well, the event.
Yeah, they did show some gameplay. They showed some gameplay where they fought like one of the primal beasts. Yeah, look at the movement, my man Lancelot. The fact that you could do the jump spin, that was key. That was key. Thank you for showing that off. But yeah, this is right now in this party. This is Rackham. This is Yoda, Percival, and Lancelot that they're going to show gameplay of. They're going to continue. They're going to be switching them up, you know, getting to that primal beast. Rackham is more like the range character. Percival is like the flame lord. You know what I mean? He's going to be a special character to go. He do a lot of power-ups to get his flames off and all that stuff. Lancelot is more of the fast dashing, freeze you character. And then Yoda, Master Yoda, that character is going to be OP as hell. I think a lot of people is going to be picking him because he's legit like Yoda in the second movie. He's just moving and flipping and all that stuff. You're going to see Yoda Hara. He's going to be flipping all over the place. You're going to see it. And he's fast.
Yeah, this gameplay looks so good, man. Like I can't wait for this game, man. This is going to be a great game. Granblue Fantasy Relink. I've been hyped for this game since the beginning. I can't wait for this game. I'm very excited for this game. So yeah, next year, February 2nd, or was it 3rd? 3rd, I think. First. Well, February 1st.
No, yeah, February 2nd, but you get it 3 days early if you pre-order the digital deluxe.
Yep. So yeah, that's the Granblue Fantasy news, guys. Yeah, I can't wait. I got that collector's edition for Granblue on unlock, man. That's gonna be great. Then the last bit of news, you want to talk about the Ascendant Studio stuff, the layoff, real quick. Immortals of Avium devs.
I mean, you could briefly touch on it. Very disappointing news that you know, within less than a month they're you know laying off people at the studio. But I can't really speak so much on the Immortals because I haven't finished the game. I am enjoying what I played, but it's just sad that, you know, it didn't get the support that they were looking for with this game. So
yeah, I think it sucks that, you know, this had to happen the way that it happened. I didn't finish Immortals of Avium late either. But you know, I was saying this like the other day, like, you know, the time frame where this game dropped, I think, you know, it just dropped at a bad time, man. There was just so much coming out, or, you know, people still riding the wave of June's games, and, you know, every August had, you know, Baldur's Gate for PC and Armored Core and just, you know, all the PSVR games, just all that stuff, man. It sucks. I hope the devs do land on their feet, and yeah, man. I'm sorry that you know that happened. Like, really and truly, definitely sorry that happened. That really does suck. So,
yeah,
there's that. But that is the news, Bari. That is the news for this week, guys. If you made it this far, man, gotta give you the trophies now. Gotta give you the trophies. Gotta give you the trophies. Give you the trophies. Oh, is it gonna play? There we go. All right. Discussion. Now we're in the discussion portion of the show. Bari, I struggled with like the best discussion topic for this week.
Man, the discussion, you could go a lot of places this week.
I know. You can. That's why I struggled. I'm like, I don't really know. So the discussion that I had for this week was PlayStation's successful state of play and looking at the future, right? So my question,
that boy good.
So the question I have here is PlayStation had a very successful state of play. I think we all can agree to that, right?
How much views is that right now, Persona?
The state of play, hold on, I'll let you know right now.
I think it's like a 1.8 million or 2.1 million.
I'll tell you right now.
The state of play, not the individual.
Yeah, the state of play. Let me see. Our live stream. Let me see.
By the way, if you want to see the best trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, watch the state of play total video.
Yeah, so it's in
4K 60.
So the state of play is at 1.6 million. The
Spider-Man individual trailer surpassed it.
Yeah, Spider-Man's individual trailer is at 3.3 million.
Oh shit.
Yo, they want that. They want that, bro. The deluxe edition trailer of showing the suits, 1.2 million. Crazy. The hype is crazy for this game, man. This game is going to do numbers. You hear what I say? So they had a successful state of play, showed a lot of great things and whatnot, right? And I think a lot of people walked away happy for the most part. One of the recurrent conversations that we tend to have on the show, Bari, is, especially this year, more so this year, one of the recurring conversations we tend to have is the future of PlayStation after Spider-Man, right? From a first-party perspective. So my question is, was this enough to calm the wonder of the future for PlayStation? Because we know that Helldivers got delayed to 2024. So kind of, the loophole is, well, we got something for early 2024 now. And we got something for holiday 2023, which is Spider-Man. Was this enough to kind of calm the worry of what the rest of the first party is doing in the immediate? Not saying, 8 months, now they could go a whole year without saying anything. But in the immediate right now, for you personally, was this state of play enough to kind of quell your first party concerns from PlayStation?
For me, yes. Because the stuff that you're doing in Spider-Man, you can play that for months upon months upon months. You know what I mean? With on top of the other games that y'all are playing. I think Spider-Man was it was showing so well. The message, what they wanted to convey, was done so well. The stuff and detail and activities that you can do within that game, that is like Spider-Man is going to be the biggest game this year. You know what I mean? Like I'm always going to question what is the future of PlayStation for first party, because that's just how I am. I'm a PlayStation centric gamer. I love PlayStation, the brand, and I love their first party games and the studios. But when October 20th hit, I'm not going to be thinking about what's coming out in 2024. You know what I mean? From first party. I'm going to be playing Spider-Man, bro. And what is being shown there, I know myself. I'm not trying to rush through the game. I'm going to be playing. I'm doing so much activities. I'm doing every goddamn thing in the game, bro. Real talk. You know what I mean? I want to learn Miles style. I want to learn Peter style. I'm going to try my best to try to master the combat and the parry and all that stuff. You know what I mean? There's so much that's being added in there. Not saying that question is not in the back of my mind, but you talking about the immediate. Yes, it definitely did quench that thirst for sure. You know what I mean? I do still think that PlayStation needs to address that as far as what's to come in the future from first party. And we know they're making these games, but yeah, Spider-Man quenching all of that, bro. It's quenching when God of War hit, it quenched all of that. You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man quenching all that. When that 2024 hit though, you know what I mean? Well, you probably like in well, for me, probably like around like April, May. You know what I mean? The questions and them videos and them thoughts going to be coming back. Hopefully they have something
So
you know what I mean? There.
So let me
one thing before you go as well, because I do think the Game Awards. I think the way how they've been marketing, how they've been presenting certain things, the Game Awards, you might have possible games show up like a Last of Us, multiplayer, Stellar Blade, things like that might pop up at that show. And by that time, you know what I mean, people still playing Spider-Man, you're gonna be kind of good. If they can drop bits and pieces of first party stuff, even with Spider-Man come out, that's a win-win. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a follow-up question to that, because you just sparked something in my head. So for the rest of 2023, would you be fine with PlayStation not really saying anything else? Like kind of just going back dormant for the rest of 2023. We got 3 months left in the year. We got 3.5 months left in the year. Would you be okay with that?
I always want PlayStation to communicate to the fan base. You know what I mean? That's where, people think about we're being toxic and all that stuff. No, we want transparency and communication with the fan base. This is the people that, is buying the games, all the services, talking about your games left and right. But I will say that in me personally, I feel like they had a great year. And I think a lot of people is undermining the fact that Spider-Man is a major big exclusive game coming out. So yeah, when that game releases, do I expect any type of info? No, because you want to meet that quality in bar and hope. I wish that we would get that, but am I clamoring for it now? During Spider-Man, I'm not going to be clamoring for Spider-Man when that game is out. If they do announce stuff and have information there, that's just a cherry on top. That's a plus, and I feel like they should do it, but after Spider-Man, I'll be honest. I think we're good. You know what I mean? It's not like a necessity that we need to know right away. And this is coming from a person that maybe this haven't been my thought just this year. Like a lot of these people, you know what I mean, on Twitter or whatnot, talking about I've been talking about this stuff like 2 years ago. You guys are looking at videos. I've been making videos. Y'all been shutting me down, talking about they don't need to do this, Barry. I've been saying this stuff for years. And I'm telling you that after this game, I think we're good. You know what I mean? So that's just me. How you feel? Because you asked the question, but I want to hear the answer.
Oh yeah, of course. So for me personally, Bari, and we've had these conversations both on our podcasts and in spaces and personally, like, in party chats and on the phone and whatnot, right? For me personally, I'm a bit conflicted because I think when it comes to this state of play, I think PlayStation made a very good, like, it's a 10 out of 10. I think they did a very good job of conveying to fans what you can expect in the immediate future when it comes to both Spider-Man and Helldivers 2. And then obviously their third-party exclusive deals that they have with, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is a major, major title as well. So when you really look at it from that perspective, I do think that PlayStation, from now till at least March, I think they're good. Personally. I think from now to March, I think, I think they're good, personally speaking, because they've got certain things from a first party side and that third party console exclusive side that it's kind of covering their bases. I'm like, I think they're good for right now. There is, the gamer side of me. I'm always going to be in the back of my mind, like, I want to know what else is happening from PlayStation, because, looking at, factions and how that played out this year, though there are still certain games from PlayStation, especially more so from Naughty Dog, like in the immediate factions, that I really want to see and get an update for, right? Concord, Fair Games, I do feel like those games deserve a second showing this year, just to kind of get us a better vision or a better look at what these games are, especially Concord, which is supposed to be something coming out in 2024, right? I wouldn't mind getting a second look at that this year. But I agree with you in the sense of, PlayStation, once Spider-Man comes out, I don't really care about nothing but Spider-Man in that moment. You feel me? And Spider-Man's going to last me the rest of the year. So for me personally, I'm kind of one foot in, 1 foot out. I want to see what else PlayStation first party is cooking, but as of right now, I'm content because there's things on the horizon coming from PlayStation again, and then the third party exclusive deals where I'm like, all right, I'm fine. I'm fine right now, you know. But again, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm content, but I also still do want to. I still, in the back of my mind, wonder, you know, what's that second phase from PlayStation look like?
I don't know what y'all doing with this whole phase. Like, this is Marvel, man. I just want to see I don't want a roadmap. I ain't calling that no phase. This ain't no Marvel.
Phase,
PlayStation, the Avengers.
Phase.
The hell going on?
They out here looking like the Avengers with these superhero games.
Hey, it might lead up. Listen, man. I just want. I'm in the same ballpark. Like I said, man. It is a great question to ask because at the end of the day, we're gamers. Yeah, we want the information. We want to know the future. But yeah, a big game like that, you know, with all that scope and detail. If you're playing Spider-Man thoroughly, you're not thinking about, man. I mean, you are thinking about it, but you're not going to be like, they need to announce this. You know what I mean? Like I see
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not beating down Sony's door to say, because it would be different if Spider-Man wasn't releasing this year. If Spider-Man wasn't releasing in the next couple if Spider-Man wasn't releasing in the next couple of weeks, I feel like we would be having a different conversation. Spider-Man is about to be one of the biggest games of this generation. Like really and truly. You know, this game's easily going to sell 20 million copies once it's run its course. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like PlayStation has things in place. And again, Helldivers 2 is coming out February. So that's just a 3-month wait for the next first party title. Right? So
let me ask you this now.
Go ahead.
Switch up your question a little bit.
Okay.
So if Spider-Man wasn't coming out, but Stellar Blade was coming out, how would you have felt as far as your question that you asked? Do they need to, you know, put out information as far as first party and in the immediate time?
Now let me ask this question.
How you gonna?
No. I want to get clarity. I'm asking a question for clarity so I can answer your question accurately. Spider-Man 2 was delayed out into 2024.
No, Spider-Man 2 is treated like how Stellar Blade is treated, but Stellar Blade is treated how Spider-Man is treated. How would you have felt there?
So we don't know. So they went quiet on Spider-Man and aren't giving us no update.
You don't know no date.
No.
Got an FAQ.
No.
If it was the roles were reversed,
no.
And asking your question, how would you have felt?
I would feel some type of way. I love Stellar Blade. I can't wait for that game. That's a game that I'm highly anticipating. But I would still want to see first party and what's up if that was the case. Because I feel like Stellar Yams, that's second party ish, you know, like I'm like, like they can get away with that because they don't really own that studio. The studio's doing what they're doing. So it's like, fine. A PlayStation owned studio? Nah. I would definitely feel some type of way about that and have a problem.
There'd been an uproar.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. What about you? If the roles were reversed like that?
Listen, if that was the case, it would have been a different tone to your answer to your question.
Yo, that's a fact. I
mean, you would hear some mic clips and all that here with that, but I'm just happy that Spider-Man coming out, man, and a lot of focus and attention is going to be on that.
Yep.
Because, like I said, it's a huge game.
Yo, once Spider-Man come out, all this is going to be dead, bro. Like everybody and their mama is going to be playing Spider-Man once that shit drops, man. Like,
but with that being said, I do think PlayStation will have a presence at the Game Awards.
Let me ask you this question, right? Do you think that PlayStation presence at the Game Awards will be Factions 2?
I will say this. The only game I'm going to guarantee being there is Stellar Blade. But I do think we're going to have 3 games showing at the Game Awards from PlayStation or involving PlayStation.
3 games going to be shown from PlayStation at the Game Awards? Yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it here. Yeah, go ahead.
Either from PlayStation or evolving with PlayStation. 3 games, yes.
Y'all heard it here. Do you think we're gonna get another acquisition announcement from PlayStation this year, or we're done? That's done.
Oh no. If it ain't Square Enix, I don't really care about acquisition talk. Let's do deviation and get that game out the ground. But other than that,
we good.
I'm good on the acquisition talk, man. We got Spider-Man, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this: what do you think the 3 games, or even evolving games or whatever? Speculate.
I don't want to know. I want to be vague.
Okay.
Because I'm an insider. I want to be vague as hell with that. So I don't want to dilute that. I want to be vague.
Okay.
But yo, Jack, what do you think about Jack is saying right here?
What are you saying? Let me look at that.
PlayStation been getting bailed out by third party and Insomniac this whole gen. What do you think about it?
I mean, Insomniac is a first party studio though. So like, I don't know, like, are we mad that Insomniac, a first party studio, is putting out games on their first party platform? I don't agree with that, but I think with the third party, I don't know. It depends, right? Because last year they released Gran Turismo, Horizon Forbidden West, and God of War. The year before that, they released Returnal, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, and The Last of Us Part 1. The year before that,
Part 1 was last year.
No, that was the year before that. That was 2021.
The Last of Us PS5 was 2021. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was last year, 2022. Yo, you got me tripping now. Hold up, was it? Yo, it got me confused a little bit. I think it was 2022, man. Let's see if I'm right. Hopefully I'm right.
I think you're right. Look it up. It was last year. Yeah, they're saying it was 2020. Yeah, my fault. So last year was that. And then 2020 was Spider-Man Remastered, Demon's Souls, and all. It was a whole plethora of games, Astro Bot, Sackboy and all that. So I think they've had a nice steady flow of game releases. But I do think that PlayStation has been keeping things just a little bit too close to the chest.
That's where I was going to lead. I know I get where Jack is coming from.
Yeah, I get where Jack is coming from as well.
But it's due to them being so quiet is why that statement is being said like that.
Yes.
Because it's not a bad thing. PlayStation always had third-party exclusive games. They always had great third-party partnerships. So that's not going anywhere. And the exclusive games, Insomniac, they've been doing their thing. They've been the most consistent as far as like we're getting something from them each year of this generation. Whether it's a remaster, you got Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank, and this year, with Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that first party has been so quiet, I think that's why statements like that is being said. But overall, I don't look at it as like a completely bad thing. But I want them to be more vocal and show what's going on with PlayStation. But they said that they are working on it. Every time we put out this, that feedback or whatnot, some of the developers go out there and they say, yeah, we're cooking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do think they did set the expectations really, really high for PS5 when it comes to first party and the delivery of it. With that first interview before the PS5 came out, with Herman Host saying that it's like 20 something games from first party, half of them is new and this and that. And we're still waiting to see some of that first party, stuff that they're cooking up. So that's all it really is.
Yeah. But so last question, then we'll get out of here.
God damn, it's an interview.
As a PlayStation gamer, are you happy right now?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I am as well. And that's the question. And that's the question.
Great job. That's the thing. They're doing a great job.
That's the question. Like, we have to ask ourselves, because like, we get into the criticisms and all the stuff, which, again, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because we both feel very strongly about, wanting to know more and things like that. But I think as a PlayStation, as someone that primarily plays on PlayStation, I'm not unhappy, when it from a first party standpoint.
Yeah, first party wise, I don't expect 5 games from first party
every year.
The thing is that every year. The thing is that the first party games that were released this year is on VR, where a lot of people don't have that. So that's why they're feeling like this year is lackluster. But I don't understand why people negate that they also work on VR as well. You know what I mean? And we did get a great expansion with Horizon, Burning Shores.
Yep.
But I think that's the part where people look at 2023 is like, I don't have VR, so how am I benefiting or whatnot?
Yeah.
I
feel like that
they have been.
Yeah, I think objectively, yes. I think subjectively, I think that's a valid criticism though. Like if I'm someone that doesn't own a PlayStation VR 2, saying Call to the Mountain is also on PlayStation does nothing for me because that's not something that I, as someone that's a PlayStation owner, can experience.
Yeah, you ain't play it.
Yeah. But yo.
Oh nah, we good in the super chat, Jason. We good.
But yo, Jenna, appreciate you for the super chat. Says, don't fight, guys. You are like Double Dragon. Shout out to you, Jenna Hayes. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys so much for coming through and rocking out with us this Saturday morning into the afternoon of What's Up PlayStation podcast. And if you've made it this far, let's give you some trophies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more. One more. One more. And of course, that lovely, lovely platinum. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys rocking out with us here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 144. Bari, give us your outro. Let the people know what you got coming to your channel. If anything, where the people can find you, how they can follow you, and keep up with you. Let them know.
Big shout out to the PlayStation Nation, everybody that came through in the chat. We appreciate you guys. You know, the comments, you know, being active in the chat, the likes. You know what I mean? What we at 160 right now? Listen,
159 likes, yes sir.
Get that thing up, man. But yeah, we appreciate everybody coming through, the super chats, the memberships. Thank you guys for supporting What's Up PlayStation podcast. But as for me, there's some several stuff on my channel, man. We got the Final Fantasy VII initial, release date trailer breakdown. We got the Spider-Man New York, Marvel's New York initial breakdown. I will be talking more about Final Fantasy VII because there's more stuff that's being highlighted and shown. But also when it comes to Spider-Man, you know, I was doing a stream. I'm going to do a stream today. We're going to see if this still can do the stream, but more than likely, I'm going to be uploading it as a video, as a walkthrough kind of thing, because yeah, my internet is bugging out right now, yo. Like I did some test streams and it was still acting up, you know, some private test streams, and it was still like as soon as I'm doing it, it's just going off. So just to avoid that, until I get this upgrade, for this fiber upgrade. I'll probably just record them and upload them within the same day. So right after the podcast, I'll probably just do like a nice walkthrough with Spider-Man. And, I'm have the camera up and all that stuff there. And then from there, you know, we'll see how it goes the next week, if we can stream that out, and the following weeks, how we can stream that out and whatnot. Yes, and the September 30th one, I'll probably stream that on Friday instead of the Saturday because it's going to be a busy day that day.
Yep.
But yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week, and see you guys whenever I create another video, whatnot, man. Got more Sea of Star stuff coming too, man. So tune in for that as well.
Yes, sir. Yo, man, and as for me, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gaming with Persona. I am going to do a deeper breakdown of Spider-Man with the previews and kind of just give my thoughts on a lot of the information in the videos that we've seen with some of the gameplay and stuff like that. Also, I am going to do a When Persona Speaks next week for sure. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Also, guys, make sure you follow the official WUPS podcast Twitter at WUPS Podcast. Keep up with What's Up PlayStation. And again, guys, if you guys want to be a part of the Spider-Man Combo Challenge giveaway for a copy of Spider-Man 2, definitely make sure you guys, participate in that as well, right? The link to that tweet is up pinned to the top, so make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, man,
participate, y'all.
That's pretty much it, man. You know, I really appreciate y'all so much for rocking out with us. I know it was a longer show than normal. Hold on. Hold it down for a second.
Yeah, man, definitely participate to the Spider-Man Challenge if you guys want to win a copy of the digital deluxe edition of Spider-Man 2. We'll announce the winner the week prior to Spider-Man release. So once we get that collector's edition and digital code, we'll send that out to you that Friday so you can play the game day one with everybody else, man. But yeah, definitely participate. Follow the rules we have up there as far as the hashtag, so we know that this is a video that you're participating for the combo challenge. And yeah, there's something to be super fun and just engage with the community with. Next, also October is going to be giveaway month as well for What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Not only will we be giving away Spider-Man 2, but we'll be doing giveaways, like our regular PSNs and all that stuff, because we haven't done that in a while. So we want to show our appreciation to the community and everybody, showing love to What's Up PlayStation as we try to hit our goal, whatever, 5K by the end of the year. So let's get it. And also look out for us on the Spotify, the Google Plays, and the iTunes and all that stuff. That is definitely coming. So don't worry about that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man, guys. Like I said,
you ain't getting no more shout outs, Jason. You ain't no more shout outs.
Appreciate y'all so much, man. Rocking out with us, man, on this Saturday morning, episode 141 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. And always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And we out. Peace.